something. He called you Slam Williams.
Yeah.
He wants to know, will you adopt that name from being a slam artist like how you did on Boy from Detroit, man? When you think about adopting the name Slam Williams.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rent, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No leaves on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been a shock, I'm not a lick, for real. So it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let
Hey, that intro back, man. I feel so good about that, dog. You hear me? You hear me? That intro is back, man. We got Landlord in the building. We got Wes in the building. We got Terrence on the way, dog.
What's Gucci?
What's happening? What's happening, man? So we got to talk, bro. So hold on. Let me see what's on West Coast. This camera ain't on. When you turn your camera on, West, I'll put you in. So yeah, man. So basically we talking about that. Basically, the Cowboys not done yet. That's basically what we talking about. All right. I'm gonna play some clips and we gonna kind of talk about it. All right. We're gonna just kind of just flow through this because I think this is very interesting. I think this is a time we can put in our orders. So this happened last week and then it changed this week. Y'all check this out.
Try and be educated on our thoughts. We really try to get answers from people. Matter of fact, I just got an answer. I asked a question to a source of mine about are they done at running back? And the source just said, yes, we're done. So I don't anticipate any Nick Chubb or any of that kind of stuff going off.
So that was last week.
Mm-hmm.
This happened this week.
You know, the Cowboys say they done. You jumped and corrected me and said at running back. What that mean, Brian, brother? What what you think?
I think, yeah, and I think right now, going into training camp, I think they're looking at the running back situation as let's see, and they did it last year. They did it with Zeke. Remember, we sat there, you and I were doing nightly shows from Oxnard, and you're watching the clips. I'm there watching. We're watching it, and Zeke's not doing anything. Zeke's not doing anything, but he's going to get this job. He's going to be the guy, you know? So I don't think that's going to happen.
Sure.
Because I feel like that they're going to see that, okay, Williams gets an opportunity. Yeah. Listen, they need to have a preseason where we can actually see these guys preseason, where we could see, whether we go and we all load up and go watch them practice against the Rams, or we watch the 3 preseason games and they're actually doing things and not people are sitting over on the sidelines with a ball cap.
Sure.
1 second, boss. My page ain't live.
You got to toggle on to the right. You got to turn it on yourself.
Oh, okay.
We on StreamYard. You got to turn it on yourself.
Say less.
Hey, Cuzzo, can you check my? I know,
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you lie. I seen you on Facebook and everything, boy.
All right, so let's kind of talk about that real quick. Let me know if you have any problems, landlord.
Bet.
So last week they're out. This week we might have to look at them in preseason, but the discussion of running back seems to be in the building. What happened, Henny?
Man, they should have never stopped talking about it to begin with. If we being real, I'm not sure what happened, but whatever happened, and listen, I do know this. We have been very loud. We have put pressure on them. through a lot of campaigns. Not me personally, because y'all, you know what I said about Nick Chubb, so I ain't gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. But y'all did a lot of work trying to get their attention to try and go shopping for Nick Chubb, and we did have to campaign for one tick as well. So we've been loud, and we know that they do pay attention to the social sites. So maybe that played a factor into it. You know, maybe they saw the schedule and saw them gangsters we finna go up here and play with you know, pending. And they like, you know what? Maybe we need a couple more steppers in the building, right? So the closer it gets to the season, one thing I do want to say that we don't really even talk about, OTAs is right around the corner. Right, OTAs start at the end of the month. Like they're like a week or 2 weeks away, whichever one it is. So the time for talking and sitting on your hands is over with. You need to be getting people in the building right now if you're trying to have legitimate competition to see who the best player is. So if you want to go add a player, it needs to be now so they can go through OTAs, they can be there for the mini camps, they can be there for training camp and everything else. So maybe the schedule did it, maybe the campaigns did it, or maybe they just realized they ain't as good as they thought they was. They need to go ahead and ramp it up. This is my personal thoughts about it. Whatever made it happen, I'm glad it is happening on the cool.
Yeah, so landlord, what's your thoughts on that? Just like the change up.
Like Hen was saying, man. Of course, I believe we had something to do with it as far as the push go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all put Chubbs in Dallas campaign, you know what I'm saying? And like Hen said, I wasn't really a fan of Chubb in that capacity, but I mean, I will say he probably better than what we have, especially for a workhorse type back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of role we need him in. And I know y'all went forward with the push for that. So of course they listening to us, I'm sure, because all the noise we made for wide receiver, I felt like they listened and they delivered. So yeah, they listening.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it, Wes?
I feel like, man, it's all talk as of right now, man. Like until something actually happens, it's just, you know, I think you know, at some point the Cowboys have obvious questions and obvious needs at the running back position. So I think, you know, like anything in life, it's you might see something one day and then you might like it, and then you might see something another day and you be like, oh no, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? What it lets me know is the Cowboys don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because when you know something, you do something about it. You know what I'm saying? If they say you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Cowboys don't know better, so they're not doing better. And so I think what the Cowboys, you know, there's always something you can do something, or you can not do something, or you can wait. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Cowboys are going to most likely wait, because at the end of the day, I think they feel like they've already invested enough into this offense where it shouldn't matter. To be honest with you, that's what I believe the Cowboys mindset is. Even though we are going to, you know, we have this mindset of we're going to run the ball, everything that looks like on paper looks like the Cowboys going to throw the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Schottenheimer, listen to me, Schottenheimer's resume is the only reason why we are saying and believing that we're about to run the damn ball. But everything else about this Cowboy team says you're still about to throw the ball, and you're probably about to throw the ball heavily. Why? Because there's no way George Pickens is going to sit there and be okay with like 4. So that's not going to happen. He's, you know, in order for him to get a paycheck, you know, because if he only gets 4 or 5 targets a game, that's going to be less than what he was getting in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't want to sign an extension with the Dallas Cowboys because he wants to prove himself to be worthy of number 1 money. Well, to be able to have number 1 money, you have to at least get those type of targets. Well, how is CeeDee Lamb going to still get his targets if the other young man is getting his? So, I'm still asking the Cowboys to prove to me that they're even going to run the damn football. We'll be out here pitching. We out here pitching our tents and making these videos for running back, get the running back, and then they don't even use the dude. They don't even use him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Cowboys, convince me that you are actually going to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because outside of my offensive coordinator's resume, that's the only thing that I'm holding on to as far as, because the running backs that we have right now say that we're not going to run the ball like that.
I mean, that's fair.
So I'm going to tell y'all my theory on this, and I'm going to be honest on what I feel about this. I wish we would really kind of see what I really believe I see. All right. So this is how I'm gonna break this down. Let me take this off real quick. Give me a second. Here we go. No, that ain't it. Y'all been give me a second, man. I'm getting used to driving this machine. There we go. Let me move this banner real quick where y'all can see it, and then we gonna talk about it. All right, so this is what I said. Make it bigger too. Probably when they have to. You said, boy, I be cold with this thing. You hear me? All right. Man, get off promotions. You see how they trying to solicit me? That's some new stuff Elon Musk doing, man. Get out of here, man. What you doing, Elon? Trying to get me. Don't
He getting
promote.
his paper. What you mean? Elon getting that money, man. He said, y'all got one of the hottest shows in America. We got to get that money.
They're going to ask you what your pronouns is in a minute.
He said allegedly. Now, this is what I said. I want us to think about this. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Do something real quick. I don't see the comments too. All right. So check this out. So allegedly, if Ted would have dropped to 12, we would have got him. That's the alleged rumor, right? I call Weewu. Why didn't they say Genty? Why didn't they say Will? Why didn't they say Mason Graham? Why didn't they say Mimble? Why?
They probably didn't expect none of them to be able to drop.
No, they was before us.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but they talked about Ted. Why ain't they talking about the other people that could have dropped? Why did Ted come up? You know why he came up, in my opinion? Because that's where we was the loudest. That's where we was the loudest. So it's to me showing me again, like last week you listen to Brian Brothers, they out. It's still a lot of noise about running back, and now all of a sudden they interested. Now all of a sudden they changed. So it's a lot of people that said this too. They was like, man, they already said they out. Brian Brothers said they out. We said last week, pitch it anyway. Just pitch it anyway if it makes sense. And let me just say this about Chubb. It makes sense. See, it's a lot of people saying stuff like, well, we shouldn't go running back. We should go DT. Or we should go, listen, bro, we talking about Chubb got an estimated cost of $3 million. His cap hit ain't gonna even be $1 million. Chubb gotta come with every deal. Whatever deal you do, he coming in the deal. Period. And he fit. He fit because he the most physical power back that's left, and he better than everything that's hurt. So what I'm trying to tell everybody, and Terrence gonna come in here and say the same thing, is our voice exponentially matters. Like Terrence, he got a video, I'm gonna show it. They got a room in the Dallas Cowboys media department to where they got nothing but tweets and media, and they monitoring it all day. Why you monitoring that all day if it ain't really something that's important to you and that you feel like will affect your bottom line? So why I think Brian Brothers changed? I think because we still making noise about it. And that tells me that if people really get behind something and get on one accord, we would get more and get it faster. You was gonna say something, Wes?
Man, you know, I feel, you know, the one thing about the Cowboys, man, is like, man, Cowboys is crazy than cat piss, man. So, like, we literally be sitting up here with the algorithm on life, and then these motherfuckers will 100% go left. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the drawback of a family business. You know what I'm saying? When you have a family business, no matter how big it is, you're going to have moments of like this where they kind of don't make sense because you have family, not necessarily qualified guys making decisions. You know what I'm saying? When you have an organization like Green Bay, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why organizations like them, like, they may not have won the Super Bowl as often, but they're able to return to success. They switch out quarterbacks and they're able to sustain success. Why? Because they have that same thing going, you know, and it's run like a business. I mean, the Cowboys, man, you still got to factor in human error, man. So it's like, You know, so it's like, you know, I'm curious, but the real thing I really want to say is, I think the Cowboys knew the week before the draft that they was drafting that offensive lineman, bro. Like, the offensive lineman is a position that you're taking that early. I think you already know you were doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't. I think if Tech would have been there, I think if anybody would have been there, Cowboy fans just would have been more pissed off. You know what I'm saying? They were taking that boy, and because like you gotta see it like this. Like, a lot of people will say, "Oh, he was a 32nd this and that." Well, I mean, the Cowboys took a center who was supposed to be a third round center.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And everybody booed him, and the Cowboys didn't give it.
Frederick said I had a 3rd round grade on me.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and guess what? The Cowboys did not care. And they got him. And so it's like, there's just some things, it's like when you commit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my woman's going to make steak at home tonight, that's not something she just going to randomly come home and be like, yeah, let me go take some steaks out. And no, bro. Like, I'm going to hear about it the day before. Why? Because it takes preparation. You know what I'm saying? There's different things you got to make sure that When you just take a wide receiver, right? You can just take a wide receiver. Why? Because they're going to run fast. You know what I'm saying? All you do is run fast, catch the football. Bro, when you draft an offensive lineman, you are drafting a guy hopefully to play 10 years for you. Because they're really the only position that can actually play 10 years. Everybody else a quarterback is only playing 10 years if he's a Hall of Famer. If you're playing 10 years, you're probably really, really good. If you're a wide receiver playing 10 years, you're probably really, really good. Running backs don't even play for 10 years. If you're a defensive end who's still playing 10 years, you're probably really, really good, or you're a specialty guy like Von Miller, where you just come in, you get paid to get sacks and go home. Yeah, well, I don't stop the run. I don't do that. Stop the run. I don't do that, man. I get the quarterback. That's what I do. That you're a hired assassin. Those type of dudes. The only position you can draft that can legitimately play through 2 contracts is an offensive lineman. And that's a well thought through position. So as much as everybody put out whatever they want to put out, I think the Cowboys have just gotten better at hiding at not letting the left hand know what the right hand is doing, because there was a time where we could 100%, know what the Cowboys are doing. Like with LVE, when LVE got drafted, me and Boss was doing shows ridiculously like that. I remember Boss said on one show, like, bro, they about to take that linebacker, man. And listen to me. I went back and forth. Nope. I even fainted at the draft when we took him. But guess what? It was, I don't know if Boss still says he do this, but he was reading the tea leaves. Back then, he used to always say that the tea leaves are telling me they're going to draft a linebacker from Boise. And we had a whole show on it. No, we're not. And guess what the Cowboys did? They went out there and drafted that linebacker from Boise. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys were overly showing their hands. I think the Cowboys are kind of, getting a little bit better of less of kind of like not showing what they're going to do. But I 100% believe, man, Wednesday before the draft, they knew they were taking that boy. They knew they were taking him. They had the media rollout and everything already ready because they already knew there was going to be some backlash for it. But that's why they had him saying the old gangster stuff that he was saying, man. Like, bro, the Cowboys knew they were taking that boy.
Yeah, I definitely heard for sure that they was taking Booker before he was drafted. So, Landlord, you've been sitting back a little second.
Yeah, I'll just say I don't believe they was just hell bent on drafting Booker like that. I think they had to adapt. You know what I'm saying? This is a fluent business, especially when you in the draft. Like, you never know how it's gonna fall. So I feel like they did want Tech, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't there. So they had to go with their second plan. So, that was probably one of their highest evaluated talents. And it was a position of need too. And I told him the only way we was gonna get a wide receiver in the first if it was Tech. I just felt like that. Even though I felt like it was other people that was probably worthy of it too. You know what I'm saying? If you did your evaluation the right way, I felt like it was other people that could have felt that void, but I told him it was gonna have to be a perfect situation. Like Ted would have been the perfect situation where need and want would have fit perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like we needed Ted, and then he was the best player available. It would have had to align like that. And if he would have been there at 12, I'm almost certain he would have been the pick. Because if he would have failed past there, you would have been probably a fool to deny that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I say here, you don't want to.
They ain't gonna make a 30 for 30 about me.
You ain't gonna make a 30 for 30 about me. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of talent that you just can't pass up on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we would have passed up on him. That's just my opinion. Or Jim.
On the McMillan front, he was their top guy, but this is something we were discussing actually yesterday on the draft show, the wrap up. You weren't able to make it. I know Zach was banned by Football Ops from being in the building at the same time. Yeah, but with the Ted McMillan pick, I think a lot of people we haven't discussed a whole lot this angle of McMillan. I don't think was so much higher than Booker actually on their board. Like I think they had Booker graded similarly. It's just the need was there with the receiver that would have just made it such a slam dunk. But for people who are maybe upset with the Booker pick, like and really wanted McMillan, this is a player they got that the Cowboys graded similarly to McMillan.
Booker is a dude, and you could see it from that introductory press conference he had on Friday. And if you haven't had the opportunity to go listen to that or watch that, I mean, it's an impressive young man. You understand how they graded him so high character-wise, and then you see him on the field too, and you understand why they graded him so high from a play perspective. I mean, they're expecting him to come in and start day one at right guard, and there's nothing to think that he can't do that.
Yeah, so we've heard that, and Nick Harris later elaborated that they did have Ted slightly higher. It wasn't so much of a difference where they cared about, you know,
moving up or nothing. Yeah,
that they were fine with just staying and taking Tyler Booker. And I'll say this as well, because it is the draft, and we don't know how it falls. What if the intention? Let's say the intention was Tyler Booker, and what if Tyler Booker's not there? And let's say he goes to the 49ers and they trying to rebuild their offensive line, go and pick beforehand. Do we just not take anybody? The thing I think I'm trying to get across is like, I believe that Ted was on their board, you know, similarly graded to Tyler Booker. It would depend on if he was there to make the choice. We'll never really know at this point because he was gone. So they took the player that they had next highest on their board was Tyler Booker, and I'm fine with that. He'll be an all-pro guard in the future, hopefully. But, you know, I ain't gonna just sit here and say it's wee-woo when he was one of the highest graded players in the draft. You know, I ain't gonna say we ain't gonna take a player that had a top. Well, he ended up going at 8, so a player with a top 10 grade. I'm not gonna sit there and say they wouldn't take him if he failed to 12. We talk about taking BPA in a similar situation when CeeDee Lamb was the best player available. They didn't need a wide receiver. They had Michael Gallup. They had CeeDee Lamb. I mean, they had Amari Cooper. They didn't need CeeDee Lamb when they took him, but he was best player available. So and listen, even today, Stephen Jones talked about the way the board falls. He said it's always better to take the best player available and not reach for something.
It really is though when you think about it. Like, but that's why I said Ted would have been one of those rare occasions where your need met your best player available. You know what I'm saying? He would have been the best player available. Like I said, maybe slightly or what, but Ted probably would have been the best player available if he would have slid to 12, bro. Like, real talk.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really big on tech, to be honest with you. I know y'all be seeing generational stuff, but I don't see generational from anybody coming from Arizona unless his last name is Kowski or something. Yeah. Man, it's still Arizona.
Right.
You know, it's very much still
it's
Arizona.
very possible that Booker
very much still Arizona.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Like he has, his tape showed like it didn't show Jefferson. It did not show CeeDee Lamb. It did not show. I'm talking about guys in college. It did not show those. It didn't show 12.
It didn't show 12.
It didn't even show me Kyle Pitts. He did not show me. Like, he showed me that you're a really good receiver, but bro, he did not show me top 10 like generational. I'm sorry, he didn't.
Like that.
For me, he didn't show.
We're gonna have to.
I didn't see. You saw top 12 in him, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I didn't.
I mean, yeah, I did, and a lot of people seen top 12. He didn't make it out the top 10.
No, I'm saying like in terms of most drafts, like this was a weak class. I'm just saying.
I mean,
when it actually happened.
Like when I'm watching draft after draft after draft, these was guys that I know wouldn't, like, we always talked about it, and we ain't gonna rehash this. let me tell you why I think it wasn't as slam dunk as what people think, and I think it's more propaganda than what people think. All right.
Hey, can I say a point when you're finished, Josh? I just want to.
When I'm finished.
When you finish, go ahead.
So check this out, and we got T in the bill. What's up, T?
What up?
And like we really never know. We just kind of spitballing all this, and I'm just showing y'all why I got my theories on this. So when I go look at, hold on, let me add this real quick. Hold on, before we go to media description. Hold on, real quick. I got something else going on. I got too much going on. Y'all give me 1 second, man.
Take your time. Take your time.
Hey, can I say my point while you're doing that?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, so this is what I want to say. This is how I feel we need to start ranking these dudes, right? And I think you guys are like this. Stop ranking them based off of what their class they're in now, because they're first round picks. Grade them based off of other first round picks.
What I've done.
So
That's what I always do.
If you go look at other first round pick wide receivers that have been drafted in the last 5 to 7 years, bro, wide receivers have been coming out the league, coming out like ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Like, Ohio State put out 4 of them in a row. Blum, 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 blum. Then LSU had 2. And these are dudes that are just like, oh my God, like they are noticeably. Bro, Tech does not give that off. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like if he was at a bigger school like a LSU or Ohio State, I think he would have been different there. I think it would have been different there. It would have been a higher level. And you got to think like this, not even just the players he's playing against. What about the receivers he's playing with? There's going to be a chance, because remember, Alabama had a kid that was supposed to be their top dude, and some freshman came in there and just started running down the street on everybody. So it's like, there was, Arizona really didn't have no competition. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I am not taking a wide receiver, that position from Arizona. And I'm not doing it.
So I'll just say this real quick. This is why I wasn't just super locked and sold. I think it's all propaganda. And I think because it don't make no sense for Tech to go in 9, and then that's the only person you talk about. We would have got him. You know, it's like that. It's like dealing with your son, where Daddy, I tried. It's like why did you single out receiver? You ain't talking about Genty that.
Hey, real quick. TP, what did you hear? Did you hear?
No, hold on, because I want to read my tweet real quick before I go to T, and I'll be quick.
I got a point to make on it too, because I don't know what y'all talking about right now.
No, check this out, and then I'll switch it to T. Last receipt. This is what I said. People forget that Brian Schottenheimer was beating the table for Booker, bro. Like, that's the biggest point, is that it was an obvious difference between the head coach and what Stephen Jones wanted. It was an obvious difference. That's why they was debating it all the way up to the draft day. That's why Stephen Jones was hoarse. That's also why he was looking all weird. Because, Patrick said, Scotty stood on the table for Tyler Booker. Like, I'm not falling for this, it would have been Ted automatically. I don't think it would have been Ted automatically. I think it would have been a fight. But I think with the guy that's been consistently talking about he built through the trenches and games and won through the trenches, he wanted Booker.
Booker was going to be there regardless. He was going to be there.
Yes,
he was going to be there.
And I heard he was the pick 2 days before they picked him.
And he was going to be there. Like, the Cowboys took 15 seconds to get that pick in.
Okay. Let me say this real quick though, because we talking about he went Jefferson. Do you know what Jefferson's stats was in college?
Oh yeah,
Jefferson only played 2 years.
No, Jefferson was the best dude that year.
I'm saying
Jefferson didn't even play. He wouldn't even play in the year and still was top 5.
His collegiate numbers when touching tests. He had a better
LSU in the SEC.
1 year, he went over 1,000. 1 year. With
So is the SEC the same as?
Can I get off my point, sir? He had a better quarterback in Joe Burrow, and he had 1 season where he had 1,500 yards. Now, Mr. Tech, with a worse quarterback, he had 2 seasons where he went over 1,000 yards, and he had a season, his first rookie year or freshman year, he had 700. Justin Jefferson had 800 in his first year start. So I mean, like, what are we really saying here? This man was playing with Joe Burrow. Can't nobody on this panel name his quarterback. So I mean, I just don't understand the disrespect that we just saying, oh, Ted is just come on, bro.
Name Luther Burton. Name Luther Burton's quarterback. Name Luther Burton. I don't know his quarterback. Name Luther Burton's quarterback.
Brady Cook.
You know
he's an undrafted free agent. And guess what? Brady Cook was so bad this year that he played Luther Burton at the first round.
He messed that man draft stock up.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, you listen to me. You cannot use the excuse because there are receivers in Division 2A that got probably better stats than a lot of these, and you can use that exact same argument. And we're also going to say what division 800 yards, 900 yards in the SEC playing against NFL ready corners is totally different versus what Tech played at Arizona. And
you put him with Joe Burrow.
Bro, you listen to me, but listen. I'm gonna tell you this though. In today's world where you can transfer, you can't use that crap about bad quarterback, because if he didn't like the quarterback, he could have left.
But you
what is he talking about? The portal is open.
Hold on, you can't use that shit. Hold on. You also can't use that shit about SEC and all the other stuff. Them niggas transfer to smaller schools too.
What are you talking about? Not the SEC defense.
Yes, you can. SEC people transfer down.
Wait. But that doesn't help the Ted argument, though.
You saying Ted is finna be Jefferson? I want you on record.
Please, bro.
I'm just saying that nobody knows until he goes lace them up. Y'all acting like it's just a fact already.
Man, I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just saying he didn't give you top 10 pick.
And then I'm contesting exactly what y'all said. Y'all said his tape didn't look like his. He had a better, more productive collegiate career than him.
Hey, what was his senior year? What was Ted's senior year?
He had a more collegiate. He had a better collegiate career than
Name the school Tech played. Name the school Tech played. Name the school Tech played.
Hold on, real quick.
Name his quarterback.
No, real quick.
Colorado, Arizona State. They went to the playoffs.
He played prime time.
I don't want to hear that.
Arizona State, they went to the playoffs. Colorado.
He played Colorado twice. He played Colorado.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm listing teams, man.
All right.
So separation, the only stat that matters. Y'all is crazy with that.
No, landlord.
Relax.
I need to know one thing. What was Ted's senior year's yardage in touchdowns?
What was his senior year?
Yeah.
It was 1,319, and he had 8 touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay, what was 8 last year touchdowns and yards?
He had 18 touchdowns. But he had 1,500 yards. That was the only year he went over.
No, wait.
That was the only year.
Do that? Cause see, we talking about when people looking at you, what they looking at mostly when you drafted? Your junior, senior year, or they looking at your senior year, how you feel?
They looking at your whole body of work.
They looking at your last season.
If that's the case, they
wouldn't
have been down the golden then.
Okay, so you talking about now, because you brought up Jefferson like he close to Jefferson now.
Y'all got it golden.
Now, let's go back to what you said, landlord. Because see, what you're trying to do is get away from what you said. Go back to what you said.
Y'all trying to get away with what the hell y'all said.
Hold on.
Y'all niggas know what y'all said.
Now, Henny, don't jump in. You gonna mess up everything because I can't even, when we talk with each other, people can't hear it. So this the deal. If you go back and you look at Jefferson, it was 1,500 yards. Ted wasn't close to that. And he had
1,400 yards.
He had 14 and 10 his junior year. What are you talking about?
He went close. Year.
No, timeout, boss. You just said the man went close. Y'all, you can't just say stuff like that.
Yeah, I said his senior year he wasn't close.
In 2023, he had 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Not close to you.
Okay, 15 and 18 ain't close to me.
And he did it twice, boss.
That's 8 more touchdowns.
He did it twice.
He did it against corners. He did it a bunch
twice, boss.
In a subpar league. I'm sorry. He did that in a subpar league.
I can't even believe you did that.
He also played extra games. They went to the college football championship. He played way more games.
Who did they play? Listen to me. All I want to say is this.
Y'all gonna act like Joe Burrow don't matter, bro. Y'all is tripping.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen to me. I'm not saying. Listen to me. I'm not taking it away. But what I'm saying is this: as if I am an organization and I'm looking at a number 1 receiver. I'm sorry, I'm not taking. He did not give me that number 1 receiver vibe. I'm sorry, he didn't give it to me.
With
He
the
don't.
production we just read, that ain't number.
Bro, listen to me. If he gave you, bro, you should have that perfect production at Arizona. Who are you playing?
Why you act like Arizona's not? All right, man.
Because I live on the West Coast. Listen to me, bro. They didn't even show their games, bro. What was the best team they played? What was the best team they played? What was the best game they played?
West. He said he would let us have it. Let's take it.
Besides the one that went to the playoffs. I don't know.
So Steve said this, and I agree with Steve. We're gonna move on. He said, honestly, the draft is over. Why must everybody continue to talk about what we took at 12? Let's concentrate on getting the rest of the needs off this. Let's talk about available running backs, DTs, and cornerbacks. Hey, man, I think you're 100% right on that. We got Terrence.
I don't know why we brought it back.
so yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I brought it up, because I was really more so saying that I think it's propaganda that they brought up Ted, because I was saying the fans was mad and they was trying to appease angry fans. So going to you, Terrence. So we got these 3 needs. We got running back, DT, cornerback that's left. I'm making the case for everybody that the Dallas Cowboys greatly care about what we think. And I know you had a video about that. I want you to kind of talk about it, like how they monitor what we saying and all that kind of stuff. Can you talk about that, big dog?
Oh yeah. I was telling you earlier that I mean, they got like a little media room in there, inside the Star, you know what I mean, where they got the TVs with the media going, and I mean, they get a live to
Sean Lee. Sean Lee knows what's good.
Oh yeah.
That right there.
Yes, sir.
Explain that though, because you were saying that it's a wall where they monitoring tweets and all that's coming from the fans.
Yeah, like anything that's hashtag with the Cowboys, like they see that.
So how many people was probably working in that room?
It's a big room. Like I would say, like it's a team. Yeah, I'm saying it's a whole team. Yeah.
A team. So Terrence is saying that they basically employing people to monitor everything that's been said about the Dallas Cowboys. And Terry said it got the video that they even got a wall of tweets. So you saw, Terry, this is what I'm trying to understand. You saw a wall of tweets.
Not like a wall of tweets, but like, you know what I mean? Like a Twitter feed, you know what I mean? Tweets popping up, like the Sean Lee you just seen, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is just popping up.
Okay, different tweets popping up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lelo, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, it shows how much they value it. You know what I'm saying? That means they really feel that what we got to say is valuable to them. And it should have been. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why is this some new stuff. I mean, we are the fans. We are the ones who make this train roll. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, like we set up like we powerless.
But it's a lot of people think we don't matter though. You feel me? It's a lot of people they'll say that, you know, that basically people being crusaders and, you know, and people being, you know, freedom fighters. Like when they trying to organize about getting ideas in the building. To me, that's why when I'm looking at Brian Broaddus, right, when he said they're out on running back. Then a week later, what'd he say? They're looking at running back. Yeah. And so it's like, wait, what happened? And see, when I'm trying to put it all together, and that's why I'm saying, why did you bring up Ted out of all the people? Why did y'all have to bring up Ted out of all the people that we passed on? Ted went at 9, but you made sure your PR people went out there and said, if Ted would have been there, we would have got him. You know, we would have got him.
I just don't understand why you can't believe it though. You just act like it's just got to be false. I don't understand.
Because it's like you didn't do that with no other permission.
I just don't understand.
I'm also trying to point to the power, not trying to shit on Team Weapons what they wanted. I'm saying the power of the people. That's the whole thing I'm saying here. That's why I'm bringing that up, because it's like you didn't say that with Genty. You didn't say that with no other position. You made sure you brought up Tet because y'all was reading in that media room that Terrence is talking about that the fans was mad about with wide receiver 2 and that we didn't get it done.
So let me ask you a
at the end
question.
of the draft, they made sure that they tried to feed the fans what they wanted to hear.
So let me ask you a question real quick. Did you see Michael Parsons' reaction?
Yeah.
He quite literally said that was the pick.
Who?
Micah said it.
Said
that was his words exactly.
You
could put quotes on them.
That what was the pick?
TP.
When Ted went by, Michael was like, dang, he was up emotional and upset, and he said, man, that was the pick. He said those words quite exactly. Real talk. Go look it up. Go pull the video up.
That wasn't no lie. Like, you gotta look at the George Pickens.
That was no lie. Like, these people saying it's the pick. I don't know what we got to say to convince y'all. They said it was the pick. Like
George Pickens embodied everything that embodied. Big receiver that can win over the top, win 50-50 balls. That's what they wanted. That's the type of receiver that they wanted. Like literally. They wanted a big body receiver, bigger body receiver. And you know what I'm saying? They messed with Ted and they made sure they got Pickens.
I don't trust any one of y'all on that.
I mean, you just don't want to believe it, bro. I mean, I don't know what to do to you. I mean, I don't
believe it.
They said it.
It's
like
so wait.
Now.
It was somebody in our own chat that said that Booker was the pick 2 days. Who was that?
You did. Just because it happened don't get it wrong.
So how did I? So I don't know what y'all say.
You will never know unless Ted was there, boss.
You don't know. You can't say that Ted wasn't there. They can't take somebody with.
I heard even man. All right.
Listen,
the whole time look like my source is better than y'all. So
go ahead,
you can't say that if Ted wasn't there, boss. Like, what do you mean?
They were stuck between 2 players. The whole time they said they were stuck between 2 players, bro. And then one just happened to get drafted, bro.
Man, whatever, man. I see, Terrence. I ain't bring you over here to talk about that, man.
Nah,
you messing up the show,
preach
bro.
your truth, nigga.
Nah, I know. Look, I seen his brother react.
I can't stand that weapon. Y'all get on my goddamn man. Y'all make everything about a damn weapon, you greedy
bastard.
Is a defensive player. This is my whole point to y'all.
He said that was the pick.
Terrence,
he said.
Terrence, this is my point to y'all, bro. That this is where y'all just.
Listen, it was a win. Listen, we were in a win-win situation. You know what I mean? And that's why I think, regardless of the pick, Schottenheimer would have beat the table because regardless, we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless if it was Ted or Tyler Booker, I feel like it was a win-win situation.
We ended up making out better, so I don't even know why we talking about it.
I agree with that, and I think
we made out better.
Hey, I agree with that, but this is my overall point. It was the anger. It was a lot of anger over wide receiver too, bro. Like, for real, landlord. Listen, and Terrence, you too. I'm glad I got both of y'all on the show today. Because guess what? Hey, the year before, Terrence, do you remember we was at where was that? We was at Shaking This, bro. And my boy TP was on them drinks. He was so hot.
They didn't get a wide receiver.
Boy, he was hot. If y'all would have saw him behind the scenes.
We've been trying to tell y'all, bro.
Hey, I said this, Terrence. Did I say this? I said it was 2 dudes that I was super happy for with the Cater Pickens. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I said I was so happy for Landlord. I was so happy for y'all. Was the first 2 people I thought about when we got Pickens, bro. I swear to God, like y'all too. But see, this is what I'm trying to get all of y'all to understand, and I don't sense that urgency. Like, and I'm gonna look y'all all in your face and say every one of y'all make me sick.
And I'm gonna make you sick, nigga. I gave you a hashtag.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you still make me sick, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want y'all to really feel me on this, bro. I want y'all to really feel me on this, cause y'all energy is not what it needs to be, bro. And hear me out. Okay, so Terrence, I know you hooped in your life. Landlord, I know you hooped in your life. Have you ever been playing with some people, right? And we behind, and you playing hard, and you like, we can beat these dudes. Then you look around and your partner like, man, we ain't finna win, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna win. And he's like, dog, man, we got this, dog. Let's man, I passed it to you and you had paid attention, the ball hit you in your face. That's what I feel like we're doing right now. Because we don't have that same angle we had for wide receiver too, bro. Real talk.
But what you asking for?
I'm asking for both of them. Not both of them. No. I'm asking for both.
What, running back and DT?
Yeah, I'm saying running back and DT, and I don't like the energy.
I
don't like your energy. Terrence, I'm gonna tell you, I don't like your energy at all. Because your energy was way different on wide receiver too.
Time out. Number one. You said my energy. Y'all just now got on the Nick Chubb train. I've been saying Nick Chubb since March.
But it's different though. It's different. I'm starting to hear some noise from you now. What was that noise? I need some more noise out of you. More. It's not enough.
Got on that train. Listen, I've been on the weapons train since 2 years ago when I was screaming for Keon Coleman and Brian Thomas Jr. When I was screaming for them, I was also screaming we need a running back. I always been screaming that.
You was mad for wide receiver too, Terrence. Like, bro, I thought you was finna fight the OC that day, bro. I really did. I was like, damn, is he gonna fight my co-host? Like, damn.
Because at the time, the way our offense was ran, we needed a wide receiver more than anything. Because if we depended on that to do everything and not had no run game, we at least need some receivers.
Facts.
Yeah, listen, Mike McCarthy could have Jesus. He might not run the ball still.
Like, we at least that was number one need for me on offense. Another receiver.
And then that's what like we saying right now. We do need to push for running back if y'all think that y'all finna be running the ball. Because I'm telling you, these boys just went and got two dynamic wide receivers that can beat anybody. I feel like, hey, line them up. I'm taking my guys. So you mean to tell me they gonna look away from them dudes and be like, here you go, Williams. Here you go, 5th round pick Jaden Blue. Here you go.
Ghost of Miles Sanders. Here you go.
You supposed to follow the money, boss. You know better than that.
Hey, I'm with you. See, and Darius put us right on that note, bro. He put us right on that note. He say, "Sup, fellas, keep up the great work." Did y'all see Dez texting JJ about signing Chubb today? Man, even Dez trying to fight. I'm Doubt Landlord. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of Henny. Hey. TP finally turned up just a little bit. I had to call his ass out to get him to get loud on Chubb.
I told y'all, bro. I gotta fight in something. I gotta fight for something. I gotta fight for something I believe in. Yeah. And Nick Chubb ain't the guy I believe in right now.
You better help me. You better help me find a real running back.
No. It's not about who you believe in. It's about, do you believe in that room right now?
Thank you, T. Talk to him.
I don't.
Okay,
hey, it's not that simple.
This guy right here knows ball.
I want to make
this guy knows ball. This guy right here.
Why don't you go get something?
Wait. We ain't finna do that, Henny. You not finna shit on Chubb with what we got. What the fuck we doing?
We trying to get better.
Why do y'all want the
bare minimum? With Chubb? What the hell you saying?
I want to be exponentially better.
You want the bare minimum?
You got to at least take the step first of getting better before you talk about exponential.
No.
Okay,
See,
you over. Go ahead,
Time out. This is all I'm gonna say. Why don't we? You remember what I told you earlier? Put it on a scale. Why y'all asking for slops? To me, go get something substantial then. Go ask. Y'all need to dream bigger. Y'all still talking about being the goddamn top fry cook at McDonald's. Like, y'all need to dream bigger. Let's go be in Hollywood or some shit. I'm saying, listen, we can scale this. We can say, hey, we want this running back, but we'll take this running back. We need levels to this shit. Y'all just talking about Chubb. That ain't the only option in the world, bro. We still got trade options out here, bro. We can trade. Like, what you mean?
Time out. Listen, I'm not. I feel you on what you're saying, but you also gotta know your front office.
Thank you.
We been knowing them. That's why we were fighting so hard about.
Cooking landlord, you can't jump in. He let you cook.
Go ahead.
So, if you know them, then you know they already did too much already, so you can't ask for too much more.
Thank you.
So you gotta look at the low risk, high reward situations.
Yes.
And Chubb is a perfect example of low risk, high reward. $3.5 million, $4 million. You come in. If he don't make the team, he don't make the team. If he don't make the roster, he don't make the roster. But if he comes in, I know for a fact he's day one starter, and whether we can get 6 games, 10 games, if he stay healthy, we're doing the damn thing.
That's right.
There's a lot of ifs.
See, all I'm saying
is, but at the same time, you're bringing him in for more than just production. Now that's somebody who can coach up the 2 backs you just drafted.
Man, you got running back coaches for that shit, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I want a baller.
I let y'all talk.
It's not the same thing.
I let y'all talk. Can I talk?
I'm just saying. Is it the same thing?
It's not the same, but I'm saying I'm not bringing them in to be a coach, though, bro. I think that's
not
right.
about being a coach.
Listen,
it's not about being a coach.
Just follow me real quick. All I'm saying is, I'm trying to take y'all out of poverty, bro. This is a poverty mindset that y'all got. Y'all still talking about, we can only ask like we only got a quarter.
I got it.
Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all ain't let me talk to you.
Time out, bro.
No,
I've been letting y'all cook. Let me get out, bro. Listen, we have money. Terrence,
talk to him, Land.
Go look at your cap. We have money, boss.
We don't got that much money though.
Hold on, T. Hold on. Let him cook.
Got that much money though.
How much
Let him cook,
T.
Let him cook, T. Let him cook.
Running back market is minuscule.
We go get him.
We have money.
Let him run out his
You
bullets.
can demand. No, you can demand more than what y'all asking for. So yes, you can. It's possible. Listen, we was demanding Cooper and Keenan Allen. Them boy when they got George Pickens, they won up us.
Hold on, T. Hold on.
So that's all I'm saying.
He gonna run out.
Go ahead. All I'm saying is we can demand more. I'm trying to take us out of this poverty mindset because we used to not being able to get nothing or afford nothing from this front office. We should demand more. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so now listen. We got George Pickens, right?
Yeah.
You not know if he does everything that we expect him to do, that's $30 million.
Next year. I worry about that.
We can franchise tag his ass 2 years in a row.
I worry about that bill when he come around.
He ain't cut y'all off. We let him cook. We let him run out his bullets.
You talking about this year, but you gotta think with the future too, because when you get these guys, when you trade for these guys and you get these guys and you use draft capital, now when they get the fan base, now it's time for them to stay. You can't get them to perform and then let them go. You gotta pay them. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not just getting them. Like now. We got to go cheap on the running back because I know for a fact they're looking to draft one next year if these two don't pan out. It's the smartest thing to do. You draft one. You know what I mean? You can keep that cheap, and then now you can pay your George Pickens. You still got to pay Tyler Smith. You might have to pay DeRon Bland. You're going to have to pay Overshawn. You're going to have to pay all these guys, bro. We're young, bro. We're young. We don't have, you know what I mean?
I got you,
bro.
I got a question.
I got you.
We don't have that cap, bro. We just don't.
Let me go, and then I got you, Henny.
We have 3 players that take up 45% of it.
I appreciate y'all keeping order too, because it's hard. Because we all passionate.
It is hard. So
I know y'all want to jump in, but let me get mine off. Listen, because it's better when we get it off one at a time. Trust me.
That's fine. Come on.
I'm gonna be quick though. I'm gonna be quick with my bullets, bro. I'm very concise.
Yes.
This is where landlord, you my brother, dog. But the way you called us out was so nefarious, bro. It was so crooked, bro. It was, and you my dog, you crooked as hell, bro. Because let me tell you why you super wrong on how you just did me and T, bro. Because this is the deal. We naming a name. Yeah. You ain't named no names. You see what I'm saying? No, wait. I let you get all your bullets out, bro. I didn't interrupt you, bro.
Go ahead.
So it's like, and this is what I feel like Henny guilty of too. It's like when you want something bigger and you critiquing something that's already better, you then hurting your own team. That's what me and Terrence is saying. It's like I agree with y'all. I want something better too. But I want a name, y'all, so that we can talk about the market value of this person, so we can talk about where they are in their contract. I know you named one before, Henny. You named old boy out of Buffalo. I didn't really like Cook because to me, he didn't fit Bryant, the physicality. I think we got enough of those types. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get power based on what Brian said he wanted. Brian said he wanted physicality. He said the thing that he wanted his identity to be is his physical. We don't have that in the backfield, y'all. We don't. So I know, and I agree with you, landlord, and we talked about this earlier, that we should ask high, but also get a range of what we'll settle for. That's the best way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
But I need your high name though, dog. We ain't got no names out of here.
I gave you mine. I got a couple more. We can go down the list if you want to, but that's really is my point. It's the same as landlord. Is I'm also starting to lean that way towards damn defensive tackle. Like
I got one too right now.
That's what I feel like we're going to trade. That's what we're going to trade for.
I would listen if that's the trade we made for the defensive tackle and we got to settle for Nick Chubb. I'm fine. If I'll do a payoff. I'll swap it out.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I told him earlier today. I said, just imagine if we would have just signed Derrick Henry or Saquon last year and then got George Pickens this year. That could have been easily done, bro. Like they was dragging their feet. They was dragging their feet. I said Saquon or Derrick Henry. All we had to do is sign them.
Then why was on Chubb?
I was saying sign them, but they didn't listen. So I mean,
on Chubb then?
I don't think Chubb is
because Chubb ain't in that caliber to me.
What?
He's not no more. Hell no.
With the move?
With
our line?
Not the tape I just saw. No.
Okay.
It's not.
Right. Y'all doing that projecting stuff.
I seen. I watched this man carries, bro.
I didn't like on what we saw. Like Henny. Okay, let's put it like this. What did you like when you saw between Breece Hall and Chubb?
At least that nigga fell forward and he got to the hole.
Who?
I'm not talking about Breece Hall. I'm talking about Chubb.
So that's what I'm saying. Who out of the film? Because everybody would say because they didn't watch the film, we watched the film. Out of Breece Hall and Chubb, who did you like and who did you feel like was a better fit?
If we talk about a power back, the damn show was it was Nick Chubb.
Who would you say Chubb after Williams?
I haven't watched it. Well, we did watch.
We did watch Williams, and we saw that his vision wasn't on the level of Chubb at all.
Hey, real quick, shout out to hold on. Shout out to Angie for the Cash App too. I appreciate you for your support. I gotta tell people. I appreciate
of course. I ain't tripping off that. Absolutely, yeah. But let's continue. And then I want to get Luke too. And then you next on this because we gonna keep going around, bro.
But see, this the thing. The way let me just say this. The reason I didn't like Nick Chubb because we were looking for two different things. We were looking at
right. Y'all you was looking for a 3-down back.
I was looking for our back.
I want to
start.
And
I ain't looking for that.
I'm looking for somebody to add to the stable.
Yes.
And see that what the disconnect was.
Right.
So if I'm shopping, I want to go above and beyond at this point.
Yes, and I'm with you on that.
The whole league going to running back for the most part though.
Man, shit. Who?
Even Saquon was coming out the game. It's not like
sometimes, but he don't split carries like that. Now you don't get 2,000 yards.
Not like that, but I'm saying, but on third downs, Gainwell was coming out there.
Sometimes, listen, you need more than one back, but at the same token, like he's getting the lion's share of the carries. That's the same with most of these guys are doing lion's share. Like Derrick Henry ain't, he splits with Justice Hill. But he still get the lion's share of the carries and do all the other stuff. I'm looking for somebody that can get me 80%. Like what we doing right now is somebody gonna get 40, somebody gonna get 30, somebody gonna get 20. I need somebody that can take 80 or 70.
A healthy Nick Chubb is going to come in and do that.
You really believe in this man?
Well, no, it's not even about that. No, hold on, real quick. It's going back to what you said at first. I don't want us to get distracted, bro. It's going back to. If you wanted him as a 3-down back, if you wanted him as an RB1 full-time, carry the season type stuff, I see where you can be out on him. But that ain't what me and Terrence talking about. We talking about getting somebody here that we don't have at all, and that's a true power back that fit Brian. That's one. And then two, we want an improvement to what's already here. So if we stay focused on that, we all should shake hands on that, bro. No bullets on that. It should be no bullets on that, bro.
I want better for you. I
do want better too, bro. And I get that, but see, your better gonna make you miss out on what you got. That's the same shit we always do. As black men, you be having something good, then you be trying to get better, and you miss what you got. Same thing David said, you miss on your for sure. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get more push.
What you know about Devin Dude, boy?
Man, I know more about Devin Dude than you.
Man, that's for your time, young man.
Did I tell you mess up on your for sure P trying to get more P?
Yeah.
Huh? That's what you're doing right now. You messing up on your for sure P, trying to get more P. You over here talking about you want Bijan Robinson like my boy D Shift said, but shit, you might not get Deshaun, so you might as well get the P you got, the Chubb you got. See, and that's what you're doing.
We ain't got Chubb though.
But I'm just saying, man, you can
I
get
know
Chubb for
them, I
$3
know
million.
We
you motherfucker.
scouting. We scouting Chubb. We scouting Chubb.
I just hate that y'all like fighting your boy boss.
I'm
man.
not
Y'all
fighting.
need to get.
Nah,
there's too many bullets in this damn place,
bro,
man. We should have shook hands by now.
I'll
bro.
say this. Yeah, you're right. But I'll say this. I mean, you can't get. I mean, you can't. I don't know how to put it, but I'll say this. I don't believe in it. So what do you want me to do?
Okay,
I mean,
no, it's not that, bro.
I
It's
can't
do you
settle
believe
when
he
I
better?
don't believe
wait.
in that.
No, is he better than what you got? Okay, you
If
gotta
he is,
fight.
by how much?
See, listen. You got a 6 at the house, 8 show up. You ain't the 8. What we doing?
So okay, if hold on,
and you're not married.
Let me see how
you dating a 6 and an 8. She not a 10, but she an 8.
So you saying
you gonna just keep the 6? What we doing?
So
how much better is he better? How
better?
much better is he than this room? How much better?
I would say
You said an 8. He might be a 6.5.
He too better.
A head, maybe some
better
shoulders.
is better.
No. I'm just trying to see how disconnected we are.
We super disconnected.
How much better is he than the room? That's all I'm asking.
He much better than Williams. Go ahead, Terrence.
I'm about to say, like, he definitely a whole head. I don't know about shoulders yet, but he definitely a whole head.
He a damn whole head. Say that, Terrence, talk to them. I hate team weapons, man. I hate y'all.
But he definitely a whole head.
Y'all the most greediest, reachest, thirstiest.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We talking about
the slandering.
We talking about comparing.
The slander is just ridiculous.
I went too hard on my this. I went too hard on my boys. But man, go ahead, T.
I'm just saying, like
a whole head.
Yeah, like a whole head. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
I mean, in notches. If our room is a 5, which would probably be average on most scales, what is Chubb?
7.
Yeah,
he 2 notches better.
And
you know, Kevin Samuels usually eliminate 7. So
that's why I hate you, bro. You fighting us for you fighting better. Do you realize
that?
I'm serious. Why you doing you boy like that?
He eliminates 7.
Listen, I'm just trying to improve the team, and you fighting with me. And this is why I said you got different energy, dog, and I don't like it. I'm over here trying to win. Me and Terrence looking at each other saying, dog, we can win this whole. If we just get everybody to fight with us.
Give me something that I believe in to fight about.
No, it's not about believing in. It's about, is it better, landlord? Now you just fighting us for nothing. Is it better?
Hold on.
Is it a better fit?
I'm not a fan of what
that's not the case, though, boss. Right.
And this ain't nobody just talking. I actually watched his carries. I did. And I didn't like it. So, I mean, what you want me to do?
Being homeless.
Hold
on.
Is he not the game plan? You got to think of it like that, too. Is he not the game plan? When you play Cleveland, who are you trying to stop?
That's the right energy right there.
Who are you trying to stop?
Talk to him.
I mean, they did it. They was very successful at stopping his ass.
That's what we need right here. That type of
They were
fight.
stopping the shit out of his ass.
Got the hell out of him. They were hooping and hollering that man take that nigga was for 22 yards.
Bro, I ain't nobody that just freestyling, bro. I can pull up the tape. Like, bro, I seen it. Like, this dude ain't going nowhere, bro. I stand on that. He's not my type of guy. I'm sorry.
He was going nowhere fast.
I don't know what y'all want me to do. Look, I'm ready to fight for y'all, bro. But now
this is what we go do, landlord.
You're not really hearing me, because if he comes to Dallas today,
one at a time.
Go ahead. 7-man boxes, bro. He can't eat.
You said say that one more time. Say that one more time.
I said if he comes to Dallas today, he's seeing 6 and 7-man boxes. You telling me he can't
Terrence, I seen him against light boxes. We could pull it up right now. It was not effective.
He ain't lying.
Swear to God. I'm listening. I am not just talking, bro. I am not just talking. We can pull it up now. He was not effective against light boxes.
Who else is out there with him though?
We go,
how many excuses we making for this?
No. This is what we go do. Hey, landlord, I would do it today. I can't do it today. This is what we go do. Terrence, all of us, we go come back and we go watch film. All of us. Because see, this is what Brian Schottenheimer said that he had to do when he was trying to get that board together. He said them coaches got together and they all watched the film and people made their cases. So we go get out of, this because we debating, and I never go doubt what you believe you see, landlord, because I trust your eyes.
I can't go
and
away
I trust
from
your
that.
character. Yeah,
I
and
can't
let
go
me say
away
that again in case people didn't hear me. I trust landlord eyes, and I trust his character. So what I got to do is I got to sit down with him and say, let's watch the games and say, this is why I see it the way I see it. Maybe I show you something you ain't see, and vice versa. You feel me?
It's
and
possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Cause I know your integrity, dog. You ain't gonna never sell out your Cowboys. So I feel like if we go all sit down, I'm gonna turn on the film. We go all watch it together. We go through Chubb, and we gonna have some more options. Okay, I think that's the best way to do it. We go look at some realistic options, some trade options, because I don't even think they gonna do nothing soon. So we might as well have a discussion now, right?
Yeah.
Let's pull up some options. We'll pull up some film. We just had the small squabble today, but we gonna let the thing that I always speak truth really talk to us, and that's gonna be the film.
Tape. Yes,
we
sir.
gonna do it this time next week. I got my computer back, so I know I just gotta rebuild it. And once I rebuild the templates, we going on the film. I ain't doing no more talking on this. Is that cool?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's
So
do it.
then, and we gonna have some options too. We gonna have some running back options too. I think it makes sense for us to also look at trade options. I don't want to just look at free agent options.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're right. Like, go ahead and ask for the steak, settle for the bologna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cause look, you know, sometimes mama might have her taxes this time. You know what I'm saying? You up there asking for one toy when you could have been like, hey, let me get this, let me get that.
Facts.
She might
That's what happened with George
you.
Pickens. We was over here asking for Keenan Allen, and we got
It's a pleasant surprise.
Mama acting different today. Shit, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask for something else. Like, yeah, it's possible, bro. So all I'm saying is let's not just say this one dude or what. Like we said with DT, it's the same thing with DT.
We gonna get DT.
I want to reach for the stars.
Then
I want to reach for the moon.
You know what I'm saying? Then I want to come right back to that. I
want
to talk about that.
I just want levels to
T did Henny.
What's up?
No, T didn't hit it because T was finna say something, and then Henny, you've been sent back.
Oh shit, man! I don't even know what the hell I was talking about no more.
No,
but,
T was finna. You forgot T?
Yeah, I forgot now.
God damn, landlord.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yeah, you know I'm black.
Go ahead.
Yeah, everything.
I remember now.
Go ahead. That, bro. I'm just playing you.
I was just the enemy now.
I know, bro. We can't even stop fighting, bro. I want to be
natural now.
It's natural now. Damn.
When you talk about reaching for the stars, what type of running back you talking about?
I got some now. I don't know about his contract though. I was just looking at it. But somebody like, well, y'all want a physical back. See, y'all want a certain type of back. They got cheap backs like that. They got cheap backs like that.
Like me, if the first running back that comes off the mind to me is Braylon Allen.
Yeah.
I was just about to say they got people like him. Will Shipley just came out. He's somebody cheap. He a big back that run like that.
You don't spoil.
Yeah. What about Will Shipley?
I was thinking the same thing.
Man, come on, man.
Will Shipley a big back that run physical.
Like, but, hey, but the thing
I like
about
that,
the thing about Braylon Allen,
if
they're going to move Breece Hall, they're going to keep Braylon Allen.
I know, but they got a bunch of running backs over there.
Yeah, and see, that's what we need to do. We need to go to them rooms like that. That's overstocked.
I'm looking at the list of the running backs over the cap, and I'm looking at their money. Cause like I know we gotta have a budget, Terrence. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say it this time.
Man, hold on. Okay, you doing this bad though,
no,
bro.
Terrence,
you still called us. You called us poverty mentality. I can't even
we
get
do
over
have
that.
a poverty
But
mentality.
that is
No, we don't, bro.
We all do.
No, the hell we don't.
I'm trying to train us out of this, bro. I'm trying to save us. You know
like, listen.
Hold
on. Don't say I ain't got no poverty mentality. Y'all up here telling me I'm trying to spend too much.
No, I ain't say that.
Yeah.
No, what I actually said is go for the steak and settle for the bologna.
Why we gotta settle? Why we can't die for the steak?
It is a negotiation, though. It is a negotiation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give a little.
See, when landlord shoot you wrong, bro.
Nah, it ain't. He ain't know what I'm talking about.
No, because you. But see, that's what make you 100, bro. You keep it real, even on your homie, bro. That's what you're supposed to do.
Keep it real.
You're right. It's a negotiation. See, you explained it better than me, bro.
Yeah,
that's why I said you want to have a range. You reach for this, but you know you'll take this. That's all we think.
You know how we handle them bottlers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The
how much it
bottlers.
is? How much it is? They gonna say 50, and then you're like, well, shit, I ain't got nothing but $35 right now. And then
All right,
they're gonna be like,
we gonna switch to a couple of more things real quick. Because I saw somebody ask a good question. They said, "Why we not talking about corner?"
Shit, because they
Because it's
they
already,
done.
yeah,
What you mean they done?
they done.
No, they done traded for a corner and they drafted a corner.
Yeah, that shit over
They
with.
drafted a corner with a top 100 pick.
Listen,
They drafted a former first round pick. They said they good at corner, cuz.
yeah, bro, you gotta think of it like, listen,
Listen, you shake your head because listen, Javon Rebel gonna play week 1. It's not what I want, but I know these niggas. You say no thy enemy, Javon Rebel gonna be playing week 1.
I don't know if he'll be playing week 1 though.
Shit.
He'll be in the nickel.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna show you why I was shaking my head, bro.
They gonna listen. They gonna do it. They gonna do
All
it.
I'm
But,
saying is with this new regime and this new defense, I fully expect Izzy Mukama to start until.
I like that too.
I fully expect.
Yeah, me too.
You should.
I do too. So to T's point, corner is actually more solvable than the other two positions to me.
yeah, I like Izzy too. I feel like Izzy deserves a rep.
Yeah,
Between Butler and Elam,
Pride.
yeah, like
And then you know they ain't giving up on Carson either, boss. Y'all gave up on him, but they not giving up.
Well,
on
let
him.
me say this though, real quick, and this is why I was shaking my head. This is why, because I hate the talk of they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. That the fuck that. Like, so this is what my boy DLV said. He said, as a disclaimer, I tweeted this because I literally watched Boss Cowboy get destroyed for his Booker takes and ended up checking out. Which one of them folks came back was humble about it? Not the B part. Don't worry about that B part, but the A part. It's the fact that just fight. Fuck it. I don't care what they say they not gonna do, what we think they not gonna do. What do they need to do? And in my opinion, they need to go get some insurance. I think they need to go get Gilmore. I think they need to get somebody to come in here and play that corner to where they don't have to rush Revel, you know, where they can go ahead and take their time with Butler and let him come back, because he had his ACL mid-season. Like, I don't want to rush none of them. If you just go ahead and get you some cheap insurance right now, somebody like a Gilmore who just really like, this might be my last check, right? Get him in here. Because I would be cool with all three quality Band-Aids. A Stephon would be a Band-Aid that's quality. To me,
Samuel. Asante Samuel.
Come off the neck.
He coming off a neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just had neck surgery. So no, I would take him off my list now. Because now he insurance. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that can come in here and just kind of hold the fort and wait on the cavalry to come. So, like, going back to TP point and mixing it with what you said, landlord, that's why, to me, we need to have a range, right? Because if we shoot for the stars on running back, right, then you don't have a corner as the insurance you need. But if we gave you three quality bridge players, the type of players that's you just holding us till we get over, them type players, right?
Yeah.
So something like that's what Chubb is. You a bridge to us drafting one next year, right? And we get Gilmore. You a bridge until Revel is ready, until Diggs is ready. Then you go get Linval Josephs. You a bridge until the trade deadline. You know what I'm saying? To where we might upgrade you. You know what I mean? But I don't think it should be one or the other. I think it should be all of them, both of them. Not both of them, both of them.
Yeah.
Both. And see, and I want us loud about it, bro. Like loud, because we close. Close, bro. We are close.
I agree with that part. We close as hell.
Damn sure close.
We do. We need a few more moves, and we can be really confident in talking about Super Bowl right now.
Right. So Terrence, let me ask you. What if we just went out there and did them Band-Aid ass moves that I just said? A Chubb, a Stephon, and a Linval. How would you feel about Philly week 1?
Fuck Philly week 1. We getting 13 wins.
That's what I'm saying. So you said with what I just said, you see 13.
Yeah, with those,
I see 11 to 13.
I get 13 wins. I see like 11, 12 without them. So I know they're gonna add at least another 1 or 2.
So hold on real quick, bro. Who you talking to, bro?
Who?
He said J Done Blue, damn nigga, read comments, bro. I ain't gotta read all y'all comments, bro. There's a whole lot of comments in here, bro. Still the super chat. Then you'll
listen. I'm tired of that. Like, stop sipping that Kool-Aid, that jungle juice, all that. To think that a person who couldn't even start on their college roster is going to come in and just start over 2 vet running backs is asinine. I ain't going to lie to you. You'll be happy if Jaden Blue makes the game day roster. I know he'll make the team roster, but the game day roster, he might not dress. Let's be realistic on that. Let's just be realistic. We just had motherfucking Dalvin Cook not dressing. Let's be real on that.
I don't know if they ready for that, bro. It's too much poison ass Kool-Aid that been put out here, bro.
They got cotton candy on top of the Kool-Aid.
Well, talk to them, let alone, because they ain't listening.
I just don't.
I feel T. I'm gonna let you cook on that again because they need to hear that again.
Yeah, let TP go.
I'm gonna let TP. We'll go in a circle on that one.
Let him go
in a circle.
Y'all putting unfair and unreal expectations on
they
these
are,
guys,
bro.
For real.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all expect these rookies to come in here and really make an impact, bro. That's not cool, bro.
Yep. I said the same fucking thing, bro.
And I just sent him like 3 games of his tape, and I just looked at every snap and like
he don't got vision for it.
What he is he's boomer bust. What I see, he's boomer bust.
Literally boomer bust.
If he don't break it 20, 30, 40 yards, he gonna get you probably like 1 or 2 or negative. Like that's what I see out of him. And I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, we're not saying that development stops.
Pollard was a dog. Pollard got vision. Pollard got vision. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at Blues tape, he doesn't have that elite vision. When he work on that, he'll be different. Vision means everything. When you have vision, you able to make those jump cuts and all those different things to manipulate the linebackers. When you have that, that's when you're great. That's when you're good. Until he has that, bro, he's just gonna be average. It don't matter what type of speed he got. If he only got point A to point B speed, it won't mean nothing.
Oh,
and a nigga.
I got you.
No, Lou is a Texas fan, and he's saying this. He's a Texas fan,
and the nigga run high,
and he don't block.
And listen, let me be nice to the kid. He does nice things. I think he's more of a weapon than he is an actual running back.
I'm not saying
hold on.
What a time.
He can play football. It's just the point he's not a real running back right now. And y'all acting like and this the thing. The same way that they talking about Blue is the same way they talking about Jay from UCLA. Y'all put way too much expectations on a 5th round pick and a 7th round pick to change life for you against grown ass men with families and side chicks. Like they gotta do. They finna handle your little young ass.
Yeah.
So I listen. Eventually, one day they will be good NFL players, but it might not be August when you need them, or it might not be September 4th when we go to Philly. Like you gotta give them time, dog.
All right, let me say something because I ain't gonna hold you. Like maybe people just only seen me talking bad about Blue. So let me say some good things about Blue. I'm gonna say no for real, because this is needed. Because I don't know about I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have many great things to say about. Now, when it comes to his skill set, I do see somebody that we could use. Like, but it's gonna be splashed up. It's gonna be him out the backfield running Texas routes. No, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it ain't many linebackers. Fred Warner, maybe somebody who can actually cover this dude coming out the backfield. It ain't gonna be many linebackers that can cover him. He's a good route running back that's coming out the backfield. You put him in some screen type situations, he gonna cook off that. Look, I'm not saying the kid is not good at all, but I'm talking about the role and the expectations that y'all pushing. That's not what I see in this kid. And I could be wrong too, but I'm telling you what my opinion is. And I'm gonna look at it like this. Now, is he gonna have, I can see him having like a 50, 60 yard run or two. That's gonna happen. I can almost guarantee you that. It might come in the form of a toss. It's gonna come in the form of a screen here and there. He gonna get his plays. But we telling you, like, it's not gonna be something that you can live off of consistently. He's gonna have his splashes. He gonna make some impact. He might win us a game or two. at the last second of screen or something crazy like that. He got that type of speed. But when it comes to him being a number one running back that you can depend on, that's finna come over here and take over the running back room, like y'all talking, I hear people talking about 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. I hear people saying he is Gibbs. That is not true. We gotta bring that down. We gotta temper those expectations, bro. I know we don't want to hear that. I know we want to think the best of him, but that's not who he is right now. Like we gotta be clear on that.
Think like Felix Jones.
He's
like,
more Felix than anybody else.
He ain't even Felix.
I'm just saying, like, think like his career, like that's his projected career path right now. Like, you know what I mean? He gonna come in, everything's gonna be blocked perfectly.
That's right. If it's blocked up, you know
what I mean? When that thing's blocked up, he gonna bust that thing.
That's what I said. I said the exact same thing. If he blocked up, he go. But we, all right. So
I'd better put him in some screens.
Let me say this.
Hey, what you call him? What you call him? A jet running back? He need a runway.
He need a runway.
You get him a runway, he won't be touched.
And that's Lou. Lou said that. Shout out to my boy, man. Lou be coming up with the metaphors like him and Amp. They metaphor kings, bro. They really do. They know how to put a bumper sticker on something. Let me say this about Blue, bro. All of us want Blue to be successful. Not one of us. All of us want him to be the comparisons that we heard. I want him to be Tony Dorsett. I do. I want him to be Christian McCaffrey. I heard that before on Twitter. I've heard that.
What?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm just telling you all the stuff that's flying around on Blue.
CMC.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I'm not playing with. I heard he was gonna be better than Zeke.
I just watched him today.
I know.
I need to watch him again.
No, you don't.
You seen what you saw.
You see, you saw what you saw, bro. So let me say this real quick, bro. And I'm gonna just be honest on what I know is going on. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on. What we hearing on Blue, is the environment of our content creators putting out the highlights, bro, and overselling these bars. That's what's going on, bro. And so I made an analogy the other day, and this is a true story. I took my son to the barbershop, and me and his mama never fed him candy. Their candy was literally vegetables. They would eat carrots, and they had a craving for it because they didn't know nothing else, right? So I could get them a carrot, and they would be like, they would eat it, right? So put them in the barbershop. One of the other barbers walk up to him and say, "We get all our kids candy." Fed my goddamn son some candy for the first time, right?
Like crack, wasn't it?
Boy, my son started doing this, Terry. My son started doing this, laying low. Within 5 minutes, he started. Like, no, stop like this. Like I ain't never seen. And I said, damn. And I'm just looking at it. I said, that damn sugar done hit his system for the first time. And this what the barber said. He was cutting. He just stopped, put his clippers down. He said, I can't cut his hair. Look what the fuck you did talking to the other barber. Right? I can't. See, when they put this sugar out there about Blue and Jay, now we over here trying to give constructive feedback. We trying to give a real haircut of what Blue really is.
Real.
Not from highlights, from watching. I watched 4 games on Blue. Okay. You know,
I watched 3 today.
Right. So I know he not a good at pass pro. I know it. I know they run through his face. I know he never fall forward. I know that. I know that he got choppy feet. I know that. I know if it's blocked up, he also go break something. I also know that his game speed is not what they selling us it is. I know it. Okay. But we trying to give an honest haircut of how to use Blue, but it's so much information out there that's calling them Tony Dorsett, Christian McCaffrey, Young Zeke. They saying the wildest things.
He not even Tony Pollard.
They is
Tony Pollard. Like they saying the wildest things. So it's one of those things. It's like where we can't now come back and say, I don't see that, bro. And once we do that, trying to give a real haircut, we become the enemy. And it's like, bro, we just giving a real haircut. And all landlord is saying is, bro, y'all putting some real megastar standards on this, and we don't see that, bro. And And landlord ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Terrence ain't gonna lie. That's why Terrence jumped out there like that, because he was like, I'm sick of it.
Who was the takes on Deuce Vaughn when we got it? Remember?
Deuce was
Man,
nice.
they was talking.
Yeah. I think Deuce got more running back skills, to be honest.
Remember? That's what I'm saying. Like, but remember when niggas like, oh, he's the next one because they seen a couple preseason games?
Yeah.
Hey, what happened? We didn't even see him in uniform for real.
Little legs.
Gotta be realistic.
Good old little legs.
Better coming out of college than Jaden Blue.
Yeah, and I want to be wrong, bro. I swear, I hope y'all. If
I
y'all
hope
right,
everybody
bro,
right on a bad on
bro.
a down take I got. Shit,
Yeah.
I hope all of it is right. You
Well,
know
I
what
so
I'm saying?
hope y'all right, bro. And then we ain't gonna put it in your face if you wrong.
I just know you can't coach speed. Like, that's a factor. That's one thing you can't coach that. When you have that type of speed, you can be an impact, but it's going to be all in how they use him.
If Shotty use him right and put him in some screen type situations and stuff like that, some nice tosses and have some people pulling behind, in front of him, he can be successful in certain situations. He can.
But listen, my thing is this: we talk about all these stuffs how we gotta use them to maximize them. There were real running backs on the board when we drafted that boy, man. There was Damian Martinez, Devin Neal.
Yeah,
that was real. LaQuint Allen. That was real running backs.
See, they probably feel like they can teach him. They going off a prototype probably. They like he got the speed.
Sanders over the boy.
They looking at it like he got the speed. He got some decent size for a running back. They like, okay, we gonna teach him the fundamentals. They gotta be.
Caleb Johnson.
They looking at.
Caleb Johnson was gone. We chose Rebel over Caleb Johnson. We'll see if that was the right choice.
They wanted that lightning. You know what I mean? They wanted the lightning.
They wanted that lightning.
Yeah.
Which
That
don't seem like a fit to me though, Terrence. I don't understand. Like when I look at Shotty,
they can really use him in the same way as they use Pollard.
They didn't never use Pollard right to me.
No, but they can use
3 years. It took 3 years to use Tony Pollard right.
And they never still use him right. This is what I said, and with West Coast here, he would say the same thing. Man, Tony Pollard was catching the hell out that ball at Memphis. Man, he was not catching like he was with us, bro. They never even used Pollard like that. They never put Pollard in space like they should have, bro. That was one of the goofiest things I ever saw in my life, and I'm being all the way honest. They didn't even use Zeke hands right. If you want to see how to use Zeke, go look how New England was using Zeke. If you want to see how to really use Zeke, that was how to use Zeke. You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
So Shotty got a job to do. He got a job to do. He got to figure this run game out. Clayton Adams, he got a job to do. They've been talking so highly of your run game and your run schemes and all of that. You got a job to do. You got to figure this running back by committee, or stand on the table and go get you a real running back.
Let me play this real quick because I want to dig into one more thing before we get up out of here, man. It's really important. Landlord, this came from actually me and you, bro. Listen to this.
Honest to take off my panic hat, and I'm just being all the way honest, bro. The real deadline to team build is the trade deadline. To be all the way honest, because that's when we picked up Amari Cooper, and that's when we picked up Jonathan Hankins.
So you talking about all the way into the season? That's fair. Yeah, that's actually fair. But look at the instinct situations it was. It kind of got real though. You know what I'm saying? They had to realize how wrong they was for that to happen though. We don't want to go through that. You see what I'm saying? They had to learn from their mistakes immediately and say, okay, man, we tried to do the wide receiver by committee. It's not working. Let's do something now or this season gonna be over. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to go through that though. We don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look at it from their point of view.
So the reason why I showed that clip, bro, because some of these positions they gambling with, and I want to just kind of get y'all thoughts on this. Is some people got the thought of, hey, let's just wait and see how it play out. Let's see how they compete first. Let's see what happened with the DTs first. See, I hate that thought because you also taking the chances of some of these people that can come in and help getting taken off the market. And that's what Landlord was saying then. He said this last year. He was like, you taking the chance of not having a slower start. That's what he was saying. If you over here, we got to the trade deadline because you just now you starting to think two budgets, because there ain't really nothing we said is majorly expensive, right?
Yeah.
We talking about if we went like bottom, Chubb, we know that ain't gonna break nobody. Linville wouldn't break nobody, nor Gilmore. Like we gambling a slow start because we starting to think two budgets. Am I tripping on that, Henny?
OTAs is Monday, dog. Like I would rather just have somebody in because and it's not even like the voluntary shit no more. Like it's time to work.
It's time to.
And we up here still talking about bringing guys in. They should have been in the motherfucker.
Talk to them.
You know what I'm saying? Because like hell, if you start the competition right now, at least you know it's honest. There's nobody that got the upper hand because they've been there longer. Like I would rather have somebody in here learning the scheme, getting to know the coaches, learning the culture and all the other stuff from day one right now than to sit on my hands and wait. And like you said, other teams are already thinking about making these moves. You know what I'm saying? Other teams are already. June 1st is around the corner. You know, there's some folks that finna be designated before even June 1st come and they can sign with other teams. So you need to be looking now, dog. You need to have that on your mind right now. I don't. And listen, like to landlord point, he put it very eloquently. We were 3-4 when we traded for Amari Cooper. You're not going to survive this schedule if you start off 3-4 and then you wait to make a move. If you 3-4. You're gonna be 6-12. You're gonna be like 6-11 or some bullshit.
We need to get that out, bro.
That boy said the end of the road players. That's funny to me.
He ain't lying though.
No, wait. No, I gotta fight y'all all on that.
This is kind of stuff. Cause listen, I'm not saying that they were bad, right? I'm not saying they were bad players.
They're not bad. You're supposed to be dependent on.
But yeah, this is the thing. If we were more proactive, boss, we could have got a younger, better player and had them. We're still swapping them out because we this is the thing we do. We go get the 30+ defensive tackle his career. We rethread them. They play well in our system because they're cussing at vets better than what we have, and then we just keep swapping them out. So that's really why I want to try and go get a better, more established defensive tackle. If we handle this now, he could be the defensive tackle for the run.
I got a question for the panel before we go. If you had to bet your life savings on one of these rooms to surprise, as is, who would you bet it on to do way better than we expect?
Because all right, so for this one, you got to take wide receiver out because
no, I got 2 rooms. It's 2 rooms.
Okay,
it's the ones that we discussing. Defensive tackle room or running back room. As is, if you had to bet your life savings on it, which one will do better than the other?
I'm a bet running back because we got 4 of them. One of them gonna hit. It's just the odds. It's just the odds
numbers.
Of it.
You going
like you only got Monty Smith. Monty Smith will be fine.
Monty might go crazy this year.
Jay's finna get his ass whooped. I don't know why niggas playing. Like for real, Jay's finna get worked over when he plays. And
running back will be the one that go
running back,
and it's not even better than expected. It's DT is a crisis, dog, and a lot of people don't understand it. I realized that I needed to kind of break this down better because I was listening to content creators. You know, I know they didn't do this on purpose. I think a lot of people that don't even really understand. They look at it like some people look at like black people like we all the same. No, I'm just playing. But now, part of the cool, they do look at it like 3 tech is 1 tech. They don't know the difference between the two. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know the difference between the two. I heard somebody say, hey, yeah, you know, Osa's gonna be the enforcer to stop the run, and we got Solomon Tufflet. That's enough. And it's like, yeah. When you naming 3 techs as run stop enforcers, that's telling me that you don't understand the fundamentals of your 4-3 defense at all. I'm just being honest with you. So when you understand that the real position to help keep your linebackers free is your 1 tech, and you on a guy that basically don't especially get pushed back as much and can hold up on the doubles, you can't trust nobody but Mozzie right now. And then a lot of people don't understand that Mozzie is not going to play 100% of the snaps. A lot of people some kind of way think that Mozzie is going to be in there 100% of the snaps. And this is it. Historically, he's right around 50%. So it's a crisis.
But it ain't going to get over like 65.
It definitely ain't going to get up. So once it goes past, let's just go with what you said. If it go up to 65, then the 35% you throwing in Jay, or you throwing in Denzel Daxon, or you throwing in Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the history of what happened to DTs in their first year of playing. It ain't
Not
good.
great.
It's actually bad.
You gotta at least, even if you go minimum,
one
you
tick.
gotta at least
Your one tick is awful.
You gotta at least go get you a veteran one tick or two.
That's what I'm saying,
at
and
least
that's why
at the bare minimum.
That's why I don't like to comment the end of the career guys. It's like we minimizing the crisis. Nah, bro. Like if you don't, it's just like what I told Henny. What we now starting to lobby for is the crisis shit. Like just take the improvement. Now I do want you to ask for big. But goddamn, bro, like we believe now. Terrence, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
100%. Mozzie gonna be the guy. He gotta be the guy.
Yeah.
You looking for a rotational guy.
Right.
You're looking for a rotational guy.
Right.
You know, Osa is your 3 tech. Solomon's probably gonna be your other 3 tech.
Yep.
You need that guy.
Yeah, we don't have them. And it's if we don't get that person, and if we do what landlord warned about, and landlord had the biggest warning that a lot of people didn't catch. He was like,
out of anybody, I can see Jay. Out of anybody, because he got the body for it. Like I told you before, he got the body for it.
His brother was bigger.
See, yeah, old boy from Baylor,
Siaki
Ika.
His blood brother.
That's his brother. Big
got
boy.
his ass whooped.
Smacked around.
He on the end of the Chiefs bench. Matter of fact, he's one of the guys that I got pencil that might get cut. We could bring in.
Hey, we just need somebody to stand there. Stand right there.
Hey, watch the door, cornbread.
I'm getting his ass whooped. Helps him help his little brother though. Remember that.
I don't trust no rookies year one.
Nah, you're not supposed to trust him.
Yeah, I don't even want to mention his name. I would want him to have minimum reps. I would go with an end of the road veteran before I go with any rookie, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's really fair.
Yeah, and I think you want to do it that way because you just want that rookie to start getting some reps to get his confidence up. You don't want to just throw him out there and throw them rookie shoes, them big shoes that their rookies go kill him, like it always does. And then he said, landlord from Bama, Raekwon Davis, 6'7", 320. We looked at Raekwon. We looked at him.
He played better towards the end.
Towards the end, the middle to the end. I would be cool with him.
Yeah, 7 monster.
Yeah, and he started slow. Me and Henny did a film breakdown on him. He started slow. We looked at him in the middle, and he didn't lose on doubles. Once we started looking at him, once he got in his rhythm, he wasn't losing at all on no doubles at all. And then he started actually being better at run stopping. Like he actually started really doing a good job of participating. So, bottom line is this, man. Let me play this clip, and then we go give our final words and get up out of here, man. But check this out.
Like I've said it forever, 365 days a year is player acquisition, and certainly if we see something that improves our football team, we'd make a move.
And my boy Chief said Rico ran for a stack with no vision. One of these running backs go hit if the room stays the same. I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest. I think this committee is like
ass, subpar, abysmal, dysfunctional, incompetent, ill-equipped.
Who y'all think by week?
I wouldn't say that bad.
Let's say this. One more question before we go for the panel.
You act like you ask a lot of questions, man.
I'm trying to get a feel for where y'all mind at compared to mine.
I'm just talking with you, man.
And
what's
compared
up?
to what the chat feeling. All right, by week 6, who getting the majority of the carries? As is.
Williams.
Javonte Williams.
And
So-
Deuce, if he get a first share in preseason, he gonna start growing.
So Miles Sanders ain't gonna be on the team.
Man, Miles Sanders here to give motivational speeches and get Gatorade. Cuz gonna be on the practice squad or something.
I didn't see any juice left in Miles when I watched this tape. I think the juice.
I gotta watch him. I ain't gonna hold you.
I watched him. I think the juice is out that orange. It's gone.
That's what I'm gonna do when we get off of here. I'm gonna watch Miles Sanders.
So you finna
And
wait.
who else I need to watch?
I did a whole show where I was gearing up to see something great because I was
it wasn't nothing there.
right. Because
So-
I was making the case. You remember that hit? I was making the case that, and this is true, that the veteran backs did better than the younger backs. So I was going to look at
For the
him.
most.
Yeah, for the most, it was true. And then I went to look at him, and I was.
Chuba Hubbard went for almost 1,200 yards, same offensive line. So Miles Sanders just ain't that boy.
Not no more.
Not no more. It was too
He
much.
was nice with the Eagles though. That was a few years
He
ago.
was.
He was nice with the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, he
and
was.
then and the
long time
offseason
ago.
might bring you back too. You can gain things back in the offseason. Championships are won in the offseason.
Yeah, but unless
I won't bet on it though, but
I would say this: unless he fought the little aliens from Space Jam and got his talent back, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Let me ask you this, because I know you played.
Yeah.
When you get your head bashed in, what you think about like your efforts after that? You think it's human nature to let up a little bit?
Getting your head bashed in?
Like your team is just terrible. Y'all just getting smashed every game.
It depends on the person. Like some people got that walk on mentality. They always got that motive. Some players go play based on what's happening with the momentum of the game. So, like for instance, Amari Cooper. I when I was watching this tape, I started knowing that they was losing or not.
Body language,
and how he was playing. Like I was loving some of his Buffalo tape, and then I started hating it. And I said, hold on. And I looked at the score and said, yeah, they lose. You know what I mean?
I told him, I was thinking of something interesting. Somebody need them stats. I want to know the stats between like how good are players that come from a losing program compared to the winning program guys. I want to see that.
That's a real good.
Because I told him I don't want no losers around me. I said if you just know how to lose, if you just dope at losing, I might not want you on my squad, man. I don't know. Because what you think? I need to see them numbers though.
I think it's works both ways because you can go from a program where you never lost a college game before, and you can end your ass up somewhere like Cleveland and win 2 games.
Yeah.
You done lost more games in this
In the
one
NFL.
year than you did in high school and fucking college combined, and you don't know what to do with yourself.
Then you think about it, the best players go to the worst teams.
They go to the worst teams
So,
because they get picked so high.
It may not even be. You might have just eliminated the whole stat then with that. Real
Nah,
talk.
I think it's something too now. I think
You
it's
think
something
so?
Nah, hell yeah. I think you hitting on something. Like, go look at your school. Look at Belmont.
Yeah.
Look at Ohio State. Like, who the best factories in the NFL right now? The winning programs.
They get a lot of folks drafted, but not all those guys pan out.
But no, I'm not all of them pan out, but their success rate and they hit is way higher than these losing ass teams. Like them teams that come from like pro pedigrees, it generally transfers. I'm not saying it's 100%, but the batting average is way high.
But ask
Right?
him.
That's
That was
like,
one
think
of my
about
knocks
Miami.
on Tech.
When Miami was rolling in the 90s,
back in the gap when they had
they was having the same shit in the league. You know what I'm saying?
I knocked that on
I think
Tech.
it's something to it.
I said, man, look, I'm watching Tech cutting up in these games, but when you look at the score, it's 43-6. It's like they getting smacked. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want that type of energy on my team, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
And I don't think Tech will do well, man. I think Tech will be a bust, bro.
I
I don't know about that. I like Bryce, bro. I think Bryce gonna link up with him.
Yeah,
But-
he might. And the only reason I say that is because you already know I did that study. You know what I'm saying, on the receivers that go to be the hero. They bust rate is so high. I think if he would have came in as a number 2, I would have guaranteed you he was gonna end up being a super quality number
They still
1.
got Thielen over there, and he been doing decent too.
They
Believe
got
it or not.
Thielen,
He been hooping.
they got Xavier Leggett, who's also a former first round
It's
pick.
a lot of pressure off him.
They brought in Jimmy Horn from Colorado.
And one more thing to my study though, the 5 percenters, they was possession guys.
They was the one that was
bigger.
So
that was the bigger receiver. Like a thing.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that where it actually worked.
Mike Evans.
I was just telling him
Evans,
though, it's hard to watch those games when the score is 43-10. And you watching film and I'm like, ugh. It's just human nature, people. I know the players don't never supposed to give up. They always supposed to, you know what I'm saying, go 1,000%. But hey, you can't say what you gonna do unless you've been there. And the score is 50-13. You know what I'm saying?
Let me play this one more time. My boy Terrence came back. We go finish.
Little homie, what's up with you?
I see little man. Say, man, let me tell you something. Terrence Parsons, bro. He told me about his cousin, bro. I didn't even believe it, bro, when he told me, bro. Y'all gotta look up this dude. Can you just real quick? I ain't never seen nothing like this. Can you tell about your cousin? Because Terrence told me, he say Micah wasn't the coldest dude in our family.
Yeah,
and I was over here like, talk to him, bro.
Yeah, my cousin, he my great cousin. He my mom's cousin, so my second cousin. Yeah, 6'8", wide receiver DB.
Kickoff return. Hey, I went and watched his tape. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life.
Give him the clips, boss.
Hey, I'm gonna send y'all the clips, bro. It was crazy, bro. And I ain't kissing. You know I don't do that.
Yeah,
bro. This dude, he looked bigger than LeBron James, but he was playing kickoff return, punt return, safety, receiver, and he could move.
He doing it all.
I ain't never seen it. Look like, you know how you create a play on a video game and it just be ridiculous because you just made him super big, but he's still super fast. Big. That's what it looked like. It looked like you cheated on a video game, bro.
Yeah.
But he was real life.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just show you, man. I always say this, for every dude that made it, it's always 10 that should have made it.
Facts. I stand on that. I feel like the best talent be in the hood.
Every time. And I ain't capping when I say 10.
Yeah.
For every Jordan, it was already 10 that was already better. We just don't know their names.
I guarantee you Jordan was getting that work did on them in the hood. In the hood, they probably was serving Jordan.
Yep.
Believe it or not, real talk.
Yep. For every super baller that came out of all our hoods, every one of them will say, nah, I
was always somebody better than me.
Yeah, yup.
It's rare when it be that guy that was the best to get up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Quinn Williams, he was one of the better players to come out the city. You know what I'm saying? He was really like that.
Right.
But a lot of times it always be like, man, you know what I'm saying? He just did right. He kept his head down and he got in position. Yep. Everybody else be like, man, he had a little history. You know what I'm saying? He messed up here, messed up there, and couldn't make it. But we talking about just pure talent. Yeah, the hood got a lot of that.
Bro. A lot of that, bro. One more time, y'all.
Yeah, man.
And like I've said it forever, 365 days a year is player acquisition.
You have said it forever.
Certainly, if we see something that improves our football team, we'd make a move.
Now hold on, Len. We could be nice to him right now, man. He just pulled out his George. He done made 99 trades.
They said he was the one that made it, didn't it?
I think he bullshitting.
Somebody said it was Stephen Jones.
They said it. I don't believe it. Now listen, that's what I call bullshit. That's what I call bullshit.
What you say?
Be nice.
I'm with Henny on this one.
He was trying to.
You don't believe it either.
Yeah, believe that shit.
Somebody said it was Stephen Jones and somebody else that was in front of this trade right here.
Yeah, he ain't did all that. The same nigga that hemmed Jerry Jones up about Deion Sanders ain't just out here to change his life at this old age.
What
like
he said.
This man a granddaddy.
He getting rich tonight, man.
He been.
See, this just proved everything I said this whole show, bro.
Talked about the frustration from the fans a little bit.
see, notice you said be nice, and I told y'all, I say y'all weapons energy ain't the same, bro, and you just proved it. You talked about being nice. I want y'all to listen to what said motivates him. Listen.
You talked about the frustration from the fans.
He said you talked about the frustration from the fans. Listen.
It's kind of the areas that you want to change. Does that ever bear on you as a?
He said, does it ever bear on you?
No, no. At the end of the day, it motivates me, and it's not easy to win a championship. There's only 1 out of 32 every year, and we understand that. But we've got to be that one, and until we change that narrative, it's going to be there, and it'll be heavy.
The anger's heavy.
It'll be motivational.
The anger is motivational.
And it'll put energy in me.
The anger puts energy in them.
Put energy in Coach Schottenheimer.
You put it in your coach.
I know it puts energy in Jerry Jones.
And that anger puts energy in Jerry Jones. Why the fuck would I be nice?
And certainly puts energy in Will and, the organization as a whole. We want this for our fans. Our fans are the best. Number one, the best. And they deserve that.
Thanks. I don't know if I ever heard him say that like that.
That's why we got pickings, man.
Nigga, you gonna let me talk? You done played a whole
clip. No, I ain't gonna let you talk because you proved my point, bro.
I ain't proved a damn thing.
It's different. I've been saying that about y'all.
You up here cutting me off. You ain't let me finish the damn thing. I said that about I was talking to landlord and you called some half shit. You called some partial shit, nigga. You ain't know what the hell I'm finna say. Let me
go, nice guy. Go, nice.
Hey, I'm gonna be nice to him. I might smoke you, so be careful, nigga. Like I was finna say though, before I rudely interrupted, man.
You gonna be nice to the boss man. Hey, boss. Weapons, I hate y'all, bro.
We hate you more.
Energy is different, dog, and that just proved it. Nice. I can't believe you said that. Henny.
I told you, mine was built up from 2 years ago.
Listen. I was trying to say. This is a different offseason compared to what the hell been going on, man. It is. All the trades that they made, the acquisitions that they made, how they moved in the draft, they went and got your weak ass guard that you cried and begged the Lord for. They went and got your weak ass guard and let Shotty have his way. The nigga moving a little different right now. Now, am I saying not to still have a pistol to the nigga head? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying we calm the fuck down a little bit. The nigga moving. He told you he put the order in. He told you put your orders in, man. And you ain't put no order in. You ain't saying no other names yet, dog. Put your order in, man. Be quiet. We gonna go out here and get it done, man. But we ain't finna have to come out here with that old fake, simulated bullshit you talk about, man.
I ain't heard nothing you said, but you look like you going off on boss right now.
Nah, I didn't.
I wasn't going off on him. He was killing me, wasn't he? He was killing me. I heard nothing he said.
No.
I wasn't going crazy. I'm just saying, like, dog, they've been way more aggressive this offseason than normally. I'm not saying take the foot off the gas, but he spoke like the man they've been living it a little bit more than what he been saying in years past. Like, it is not slightly different than what we usually get from the front office.
It is. I say that.
Yeah, so
we've been hearing that 365 talk. We all know that by heart.
Yeah, like
player acquisition is 365 days a year.
I know, and it's the first time that I actually believe some of the shit he's saying. Like, it is 365. So go get me a nigga tomorrow. Like what kind of moves you make, that you've been making, I actually trust you a little bit more to actually make another move. But I'm saying, like, listen, when you show me something. You got to update your resume. That's why I always used to tell Wes, you got to update your resume. Right now, he's attempting to update his resume and how he's viewed within the fan base. Right? We know that they listen to us. We know that they really made the Joy Pickett move because of us, man. We know that they've been moving like this because of the things that we've been putting out there. They still see everything we did. They see respect one tag. They see the shove stuff to Dallas, man. So I'm not saying not to shoot the man if need be. I'm just saying, like, he actually making some moves to where the 365 stuff isn't just cap. There is actually some substance behind it for once. You know, for once. It may be once out of 99 years or once out ever long the nigga been here. But at least there's a little bit of substance for it right this moment. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to Donnell Lamar. I don't think I touched on his super. He said, "Don't forget we got Deuce to let loose." Do y'all think Deuce gonna make this roster?
Hell no.
I think if you give him a fair chance, he gonna beat out Blue.
What you think, TP?
I'm interested to see. That's why I can't wait to go out to training camp. Because I mean, it would say he doesn't make this roster, but it's a reason why they cut Malik Davis. There's a reason why.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my final words, man. These are my final words. I feel like alone, bro.
We've been here,
with bro. No, you're not, bro. I'm serious too, bro. No, dog. I fought y'all, bro. I know y'all energy, bro.
I made a whole defensive tackle show.
Listen to me, bro. I fought you, landlord. I fought you, Henny. Y'all are killers, dog. For when you really want something, bro. And I'm telling you this as your brother. Yo, energy ain't the same. Y'all ain't got that same fight to finish this as y'all started with wide receiver 2, dog. Y'all was not having that shit when it came down to wide receiver 2. Henny, you was so goddamn mad on the day of the pick that you got up and cussed and then come back for an hour. Correct. You weren't talking about no, I'm over here, like let's give him some credit shit. You wouldn't have gave him a lick of no motherfucking credit, Henny.
He didn't do shit.
But
at that point.
No, but what I'm saying is he still ain't did shit like what we need him to do to finish this out. And that's what I'm saying, bro. And y'all my dogs, bro. Y'all my dogs. But dog, I'm sitting here knowing I'm over here like, damn, if they fought like they fought for wide receiver 2, we'll win this hoe. That's what I keep feeling. I feel like I'm out here boxing hard, man.
Hold up, but time out, boss. You gotta realize, you know what I mean? This ain't the window, this ain't the year, this is the building year. We got a whole nother.
This our window. What you mean?
We got a whole.
I do agree that next year should be built better for us, but now, bro, let's go for it now. Let's go for it now, bro. We can mess around and get just a few pieces that'll have us win this thing. And I'm talking about a few. If we get Gilmore, we get us a quality one tech, and let's say Chubb come in here or another running back. I ain't gonna just pigeonhole. Man, we fuck around and win this whole thing. Like this whole thing. All of us said if we get DT, we would rate this whole offseason as an A+.
Correct.
Right now. So dog, y'all my dogs, bro. Y'all my dogs, bro, but this energy ain't what I like. I hate this energy, bro. This ain't that we finna come win this whole energy, bro. Like when we beat y'all on Booker, me and Lou was fighting to the end, and you saw it. You saw it. Like that's what happened, bro. We came into that draft fighting, and y'all came in fighting, bro. Y'all not fighting the same, bro. I'm gonna be honest. The fans ain't fighting the same. Like it's not. That energy ain't comeback energy, bro. We starting to get into, oh, we got Pickens, fucking let's roll. Nah, bro, I hate that shit. That's my fucking word, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right.
Hold on, real quick.
I'm not satisfied until our roster look like Philly's roster.
I'm gonna just say this last thing, bro. Our voice matters, bro. Terrence Parsons showed a whole room with a whole staff of people watching what we talking about, and I don't want to be happy when this man said y'all anger motivates me. Y'all anger is what gives me energy, and it's not gonna stop until we get it done, and we starting to let up, man. That's my final word.
Yeah, I can't fake it to kick it.
Brian, Pickens is guaranteed. Brian, Pickens is not coming here for no 1 year. I promise you that. He's not coming here for no 1 year. They did not make that trade for 1 year. If at the worst come to worst, he's getting franchise tag. That's a fact.
Thank God. So let me get my final word, man. Cause I can't hide that I'm happy as a motherfucker. We've been fighting for a weapon for 2 years. But at the same time, Who was out this motherfucker making hashtags for defensive tackle? Who was the architect of Respect One Tech?
One question: is your
Hold
the same?
Hold on.
I'm glad you did some work.
Hold on.
I'm glad you scored 20. But why would I take 20 when you can score 40, Henny? You a 40-point guy. You a 40-point guy. You giving me 20. I ain't taking that.
I got 50. Nigga.
You a 50-point guy. You give me 20. You think I'm supposed to be happy? I ain't happy.
I got 50 for you. Cause who else finna found the one text? Who found the other one text, little nigga? Who found the one text? Who went out there and did the work for the one text?
I want that same dude who walked off the draft and didn't come back. This ain't you, bro.
Man, listen. Who did the work to find the one text? Who got all right then? So I took time out my day to sit here and find niggas on the roster bubble, niggas we could trade for, free agents, but I ain't banging for one text.
You banging, but do you understand what I'm saying? You ain't banging with the same energy. I know you banging, but I want more.
Dog. There's a time for war and there's a time. Listen, man. They ain't spun the block. You want me to go shoot? They ain't spun the block. It was blatant disrespect what they did before. They were actively talking about searching.
They disrespecting us now by having no one.
Are you gonna let me talk?
No.
It's my final word. I'm the man of my time, nigga.
I'm doing what landlord doing. I'm fighting final words now. That's what we doing now. I'm fighting final words now. If I don't like the final words, I'll fight them now. Landlord started that tradition last week. I'm keeping it.
That's crazy. You gonna blame me?
Everything is landlord's fault.
It's all my fault. Y'all know it.
You
y'all ain't
broke the
people
tradition.
team.
We used to respect final words. We don't respect that no more. If I don't disagree with it, I'm chopping your ass up.
If y'all come home late tonight, if y'all ain't go home, just blame landlord. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It was my fault.
Listen, I just lost my job, man. It's landlord's fault.
Landlord did. I'm the foul guy here, I guess.
He would have to be the fall guy. But man, listen. We have searched the entire world for one tag. We found some damn candidates. We finna push for the damn one tag. We finna push for a running back. I don't know what Boss want me to do. He wants me to have some AI generated anger that I don't have right now. I'm not saying that I am satisfied, but I am saying that I'm not suicidal. I am saying that I am happy with a lot of the moves they made. They need to finish the fight, but I ain't finna sit here and act like I'm not happy when I have joy in my heart and shit, nigga. You know what do you want me to? I cannot fake it. I will always be real, man. Like listen.
I want to say you got joy in this heart.
I can't make you see winter coming, bro. You just gonna have to feel that shit.
Nigga, I know winter coming.
No, you don't.
I did the work on the run defense. He ever talk about winter coming,
bro? Because you wouldn't be happy right now if you really knew winter was coming. You wouldn't be all here. I feel happy. You'll be like me. You'll be anxious. You ain't anxious,
man. Because we gonna do something, and I believe we're gonna.
I'm fighting final words now. Man, that's crazy work right there.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Because you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear.
Nah, I don't want to hear shit you.
I'm gonna let TP go. Final word.
My final word is both things can be true. You can be happy for the right now and still want more.
Thank you, TP. That's all I'm saying.
Both things can be true. Both things can be true. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Both things can be true. We not gonna stop the fight. We can be. What's the proper word? When you're not full, but you're not hungry.
Satiated.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We still hungry for more, but for the right now and the moves that we made, we have reason to be hopeful. That's all we can ask for, a reason to be hopeful. Last year, we didn't have no reason. This year, they gave us one. So let's just build on that. I know, listen, last year, it was a whole lot of wait and see. So after the moves that you made this year, I know there's going to be some wait and see that comes with it. All I'm saying is, what you said, get me a vet one tech. Get me a vet one tech. I'm cool with the cornerback room. I'm not satisfied with the running back room, but that could change when I go to training camp. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to speak too much on that. All I'm saying is both things can be true. The fight is never over. The fight's not going to be over until we host that Lombardi Trophy. We can always get better.
Right.
The Eagles can still get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always ways you can get better, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Final word.
Okay. Okay. My final word, I'll say this. Of course, we are not done. The hunger for more. Shout out to Lord Banks. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? The hunger for more is always something we chasing after. So, of course, this team is not fully assembled. We do have two big holes, which is running back and defensive tackle, in my opinion. Defensive tackle is more of a critical thing we need. So, we do need to be campaigning to try to get them to do something, you know, that will satisfy this void we have in the defensive line. We know that that's been one of our Achilles heel throughout the years, playoffs. We know this. So if we really serious about winning, I do agree with Boss. We do need to address defensive tackle. That is a must. We can't trust Mozzie alone. We can't trust Osa, none of them boys on the line to do it all by themselves. So, of course, they're going to need reinforcements because guess what? Like we said, we play Philly. Them boys going to run the ball like how many times a game? Like 75 times a game.
I think we need to hear from
across
Team
their
West
running back
too.
and across their what you call it. So you just gonna interrupt my kind of words too. But that's my first. Go ahead.
Y'all want me to get off?
No.
Hey, y'all won, bro. Hey, congratulations. Y'all won today. I give y'all kudos, but I want y'all to understand. You can celebrate.
I want y'all to realize this energy was right when we picked Booker. It wasn't this bullshit I'm hearing right now. This was the energy of a fighter right after we I'm talking about right after we picked Booker. This was that dude you just heard on the final word right there. Talking about, we need to campaign and we need to.
Hey man,
now tell me what energy y'all want. Who you want fight? You want this dude that was on this final
that
word?
Was 2 years
y'all want me to get off?
That was 2
years.
Hey,
y'all won, bro. Hey, congratulations. Y'all won today.
God damn, bro. Look how he did us, bro.
They did win that day, but we got our day.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, then people don't understand why I'm hot, bro.
But
like, I'm hot, bro. Look at this, bro.
Happy?
This was the gangster. This gangster would, man, I will fight anybody with that gangster. That dude right there, man, I will go up against Capone with this dude, bro. I will go up against Diddy with this dude. You hear me?
Hold on now.
I'm saying, you know, Diddy got a mafia. Don't
man, Diddy got a baby oil mafia.
But I'm just saying, I know they,
they warmed it up. They warmed it up.
But my point is, look how gangster this is. Look.
I give y'all kudos, but I want y'all to understand. You can celebrate, you can talk your shit, but if this don't work, I'm putting cases on all you.
Oh my mama, landlord, let him know.
But also, and then you wonder why they were talking about Tech.
But that was 2 years.
This was why they was talking about Tech after we made the book. This angle right here was why they were talking about Tech, bro. This is why they was. We would have picked Tech.
But Bones, you were happy. You were happy when they took
hold on, landlord is talking, not you.
You supposed to.
Oh,
that's right. As you should. You should. I ain't running.
I want y'all to know this now, and I pray
landlord,
to God.
And if it's work, I'm
look how gangster that dude is.
Putting cases on you.
Wait a minute. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let y'all eat. Look, listen. I pray to God that this works. I'm not praying against my team, but I promise you, y'all will feel the full wrath of landlord from Alabama if this shit don't work. I promise you.
And you.
Yeah, he meant that. He meant that. See, Smoke, you calling him right. His energy different, and then they want me to be cool with this. I ain't cool with that shit. I ain't cool with it. I need that energy, dog.
Man, I need frustration right now. That was 2 years of frustration.
He got more years of frustration on not winning the championship, bro.
You were happy, boss. You were.
That's
you were
not what
happy.
I'm saying, dog. That's
But
what
you
I'm
were
saying, y'all.
happy. He said,
I'm
"I'm
not.
let them be happy." He won't let us be happy.
I'm not gonna let y'all. No, I want that same fight, bro. That's all I'm asking for is them gangsters. This man. This ain't bad. TP was so gangster, bro. TP was gangster last year. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all didn't want to run up on TP when we didn't get no receiver, bro. Trust me, bro. I had to calm him down, bro. I had to say, TP, chill. Landlord, you buy customers out. I think if you had a pistol, you would have shot one of us. I immediately went to work on finding wide receiver too because I was scared of you, bro.
Because exactly what happened, and I said was going to happen, happened. We went out there and nobody could get the fuck open, and everybody blaming Dak when they should be blaming no separation. He can't catch. Shit is sick.
It was. But I need that. But dog, y'all don't understand that you telling me I ain't seeing different energy, bro.
Yeah, it's probably a little different because I said it was 2 years of frustration. I ain't know TP was banging. I was banging. I was fighting everybody.
Landlord.
I was fighting everybody.
How long, landlord, have we struggled with stopping the run? 2 years or 6 years or 8 years?
I've been saying we should have been paid for a
20
free
years.
agent. We should have been paid for
We
one.
should be madder now. We should be madder because we're close and we bullshitting. We should be madder.
Now, look, boss. Now, this is where I'm about to fuck you up at. Because listen, they heard our DT prayers and they went and drafted one. They said, Micah, we know you want a DT. We went and drafted one. Now, this is the year he's supposed to shine.
That's true. They did draft one in the first round. They did. And he's no longer a rookie. We need more, though.
It's what he has to be. It's not about what he's supposed to be. It's what he has to be. And he has to be that guy this year. Now, we already know we need another depth piece there. That's fine. But what I can't say that I'm sitting here banging on the table for a DT when I know we got a guy in the oven that's ready to bust up out of there.
They probably waiting on June 1st to grab a couple of them, man.
I already told boss, I know we're going to get a couple camp bodies. That's what I call them, camp bodies. Because that's where they ultimately end up being. A whole bunch of niggas that nobody want camp bodies at DT. That's what we
they going to get some. They probably get one of the higher value guys that get cut. That's probably some cap.
Jordan Phillips.
I want DJ Reader. DJ Reader is somebody I campaigned for when he became a free agent. Last year. That's who I really wanted. Like DJ Reader.
On the table for a running back before I beat on the table for a DT before I see Mozzie.
Shit, we need more than one. Like, I'm trying to stop the run.
If I'm going to beat on the table for something, it's going to be a running back because I know come playoff time, which only matters. That's the only thing that really matters to me right now is playoff time. Playoff time, we need a bona fide running back, and we ain't got one of them.
Facts.
Hey, we need both. So hell, I don't want to make it an either or thing.
I think Mozzie Smith is going to show that he can be a bona fide player this year. It's just going to be the depth. What happens when he has to come off the field?
I think they'll get him. It's going to be June 1st though. If they don't get him by June 1st, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be some trouble.
Yeah, but hey, I got to vamp though, man. It's been great. It's been great, man. I know Boss hates our guts right now, but he
interrupted everybody. Final word. I see what we doing now. We on that type of time. Then he blamed me for it.
Boss.
It is his fault.
It's all good.
Listen, we gonna stay on their ass, boss. We gonna stay on their ass. We're not letting up. But
Boss looking so untrustworthy right now. We got you, Boss.
When you seen draft needs, wide receiver first, running back second, you got to go with the offense first. That's what you got to beat on the table first. When you seen them stats that we're 14-1 or 14-0 when we can hold teams to 20 points, but we're 1-11 when teams score more than 20 points, we can't score. That's what we should be beating on the table for.
They said we had the worst rushing touchdowns in the league last year.
Yeah, we should be
had the least amount.
Running back.
And Boss is shiesty. Shiesty Boss.
Shiesty as hell. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm gonna have to dip out, man. I appreciate y'all though.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Already.
Team weapons, we outside, baby.
Hey, yeah, we outside. But hey, TP, don't act like you don't know me when I see you at Trump.
Yeah, we gonna do content, all that. I get you and all that.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna hit you up though. I thank you on my Twitter, but I'm out there for sure. This my third year in a row.
I can't
I'm
wait.
out there. Yeah, I can't wait to see him too. But all right, boss, man, I got y'all, man. Hey, we gonna be all right though, man. They gonna get us some on June the 1st when them cuts happen, and we gonna be all right. We got it. But you know, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Tap in for the win. Salute the TP. Salute boss. I'ma holler at y'all, man.
All right,
let's go.
And it's me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be shysty. I wanted everybody out. I'm gonna say this, man. I 100% know that our voice matter, bro. I stand on this. The reason why they made sure to bring up Ted, even as we got Booker, was because of the anger that we saw. Landlord was angry. I couldn't even go to the chicken spot. I went literally to the chicken spot. And he said, hey, man, what you think of the draft? I said, yeah, I like Booker, bro. I think we finna be straight. He shook his head. And he said, we should have got Matthew Golden. I'm talking about the chicken, man. He didn't have 3 teeth in his mouth. I could have talked to the dog and he would have. The anger was everywhere about wide receiver 2. That's why they kept addressing it. That's why they went and gave away a 3rd round of 4. I'm just being honest. I feel like we losing that thing that got us what we wanted. We heard Steven say, it was y'all anger that motivated me, gives me energy. It made them do things totally different. And we want to be happy right at the end. Yeah, I believe in saying good job. But if you trying to get, and I'm going to just be honest, man, if you in the streets and you realize that nice guys is the one that's getting the ugly women and the assholes is getting the beautiful women, you better change up your game, brother. Change up your game, Cowboy Nation. Your game ain't what it needs to be right now. Look how bad they doing us, bro. They said out their own mouth, the keys that you got to do to win it is to stop the run and run the ball. Where did they put the least amount of resources? Where was they the cheapest right now? Right now. Yeah. So that anger you saw with Landlord, I got that anger right now. And fuck yeah, I'm control of the narrative. Hell yeah, I'm control of the narrative. And I'm going to control the hell out the narrative. Because somebody got to fight for this shit. Somebody got to keep that same thing that got wide receiver ton.